And we're off. Okay, so we've got a smaller group today. And I hope to have at least a couple more people next week. My neighbor is getting a new computer, so he'll jump in. I'll make a new character for him and introduce him into the story. You might even meet him today, for all you know. But basically, we'll play a shortened session tonight, and then we'll pick up with everybody else next week. We can focus on your guys' stuff if you want to, your own personal development. And I do have encounters.
I got some shopping to do.
Yep, I got quests and encounters and stuff for you guys if you want to jump into that as well. But basically, a recap. Previously in the GodBreaking, last week you all went back to Olad's Mill after defeating Taragolas the demon. You recruited the help of some villagers, and you confronted the Olad family. And after a brief but heated battle, you managed to subdue the father, Deimos, and his two sons, and you turned them over to Shavala, who's the new, at least, authority in the village for now. Then you got on board a wood cart that was heading back to Amberbrook, picking up the lumber from the mill, and you helped them beat some bandits on the way to Amberbrook. You did some shopping. Deimos, you made some new friends at the temple. At the Temple of Torm, you met the priest Filto Pingelos and the acolyte Ava Stolter. And there you discovered that the silence that you hear when you pray, when you try to communicate with the gods, or with your god, it's not just limited to you. It's pretty much, at least everyone in this village has experienced the same thing. There's basically silence when trying to reach out to the gods. The priest Filto, he offered you shelter and lodging. They're meager accommodations, but they're accommodations nonetheless for you and your friends for as long as you want them. In some more conversations, you found out that Ava Stolter, who is a brilliant young musician, she asked you, Ashok, for some help with her father. Her father's sick. Her father, John, is the captain of the town guard. And she said she'd be very grateful if you could convince him to seek some medical attention. So you and Ajax, you went off to meet him. You proved yourself in some combat, some sparring with one of the guardsmen, and you basically made friends there. They also allowed you to stay with them if you wanted, and you could just help them with training and work on some stuff yourselves, for both you and Ajax. That's kind of where we left off. Did I miss anything, or...?
Don't think so.
Okay. Well, I'll be playing Ajax's character. He'll just come around along with you guys and hit stuff, and if really necessary, I'll bring Kieran in as well. Although, I haven't heard from Kieran. He was moving, so hope to hear from him within the next couple of weeks. But he said he needed some time.
By the way, since I've been...
Go for it.
Last game you said I talked to that musical girl.
Yes.
So do I know about the whole thing with her father and that he's sick and stuff?
Yeah. You're all sort of
Okay.
staying in the temple, so you've had enough time to be filled in.
Okay.
Alright, so it's a new day. You guys are all... Actually, let me
I'm gonna go to the smith.
make sure you all have... So everyone's reset. Okay. It's a new day, you wake up in the morning. What would you like to do?
I'm going to the smith.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with her just to check to see if my crap's done.
Okay, the two of you head over to the smith. Ashok, are you staying at the training grounds, or are you staying in the temple with the rest of the guys?
I'm in the training grounds.
Okay, so you and Ajax will be in the training grounds. Alright. What would you like to do while you're here?
I'm just going to talk to the people and train and help out. Oh, I was going to see about work, too.
Alright, so let's go with Euphemia and Deimos first. So you guys head over to the smith, which was on the other side of town. So remember, the smith area was right around here.
It's in the middle, yeah.
Right over there. And the temple is down here. The big thing is the Temple of Torm. Okay, so you guys make your way through town, you head back. It's sort of early in the morning. The the town is just starting to get mobilized. As you're walking through the main street in town here, heading that direction, you see some of the food vendors unloading their wares. Several of them are starting to peddle some various goods. There's a girl walking down the street selling some fresh flowers. You see a couple of food carts on the side. One of them is selling like baked goods, and there's the sense of fresh baked breads and stuff coming across. The grocers are uncovering their carts and their display cases showing all sorts of vegetables and fruits. The butchers are opening up their shop, and they're starting to hang up some of their wares. So you're seeing different kinds of animals, some pigs, some chickens, and even a cow and a couple goats, all butchered and hanging in a display.
Any fish?
Yeah, you find a shop that has some good fish.
I'm gonna buy a fish and I'm gonna stick it in my cat carrying case. It's strapped to me to feed Captain Fluffy Paws.
Okay, the fish is 2 silver. You get yourself a nice river trout. That's actually caught in this river that flows through part of Amberbrook. Okay. And do you guys want to do anything else while you're moving through this food cart area?
Now, do we know what that building in the middle is? It looks kind of like a fort.
That is the tower. That's actually the training grounds where Ashok and Ajax are.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the training grounds. It's also a defensive tower. It's several stories high. At the top, you see some older looking, kind of run down, but possibly still serviceable, like ballista. There's 2 ballista up there. This is like the government quarters where they do the office work. The governor's office is there as well. But you guys are going to the textile area, the manufacturing area, which is in the top left.
Okay.
All right. So you guys make your way through town. You head up to the textile area. You walk in and you see a sort of groggy-eyed Tormace, the smith, just starting to heat up his furnace.
Alright, I'm gonna go up and talk to him, ask him if he, by any chance, finished my order.
Oh
I'm gonna look around randomly as he does that.
Oh, you ordered that chainmail, right?
No, I wanted those, the spiky brass knuckles.
Oh, that's right. That'd be right. Here. He pulls out from a drawer beneath his countertop. You get a pair of basically dark iron, kind of basic iron knuckles, and they fit pretty well in your hands.
Oh, I thank him kindly.
Very good, very good. Labor wasn't too bad. I think we were in the 5 gold range.
Yep, I think I paid him first, if I remember right.
I don't remember, but let's just say you did.
Okay.
All right.
Ultimate Haggler.
Excellent.
He's paid like 6 gold. You put down like 5 and then put down 1 more. Not bad.
Something like that. Anything else you guys want?
I'm gonna say, hey, we got a VIP here today. He doesn't really have any armor. He's a bit small. He actually looks exactly like my cat here. Is there any possible way you could we got a little suit of chainmail we could wrap around him?
He looks down at the cat. He goes, huh. He says,
Trust me, it's not what it seems. It's I keep it on the down low.
It is what it seems.
He starts kind of rubbing his beard, his ample beard. He's looking at this cat, kind of tilting his head a little bit. Let's see.
I compliment his beard. I'm gonna ask him like how long it took to take. If he used any product in there.
Oh, it's a
beard
powerful
oils.
build. He looks at you like kind of confused, and he says, "Just the sweat off my face, and the ash and the soot from my furnace."
That's pretty legit. Ain't none of that woodsy, leathery cloth bullshit. That's some real man steel beard stuff.
I'm trying to. In D&D they have that what's it called? Animal armor. Barding. It's called. Okay, it's called barding.
Yeah.
All right. There's nothing in in the player's handbook about barding. But basically, he kind of looks at you and says, "For a creature that size, I doubt metal would be what you're looking for. I can imagine some thick leather skin, some leather barding might be a little bit more appropriate. Of course, if we were talking about the cat, which I think we're not."
Yeah, we're definitely not. But I'm just gonna say this thing is very similar to a cat.
I see.
Just way cooler.
I see. Well, I do have some scraps of chainmail if you want to put it on there. I can't promise that the cat will wear it, but
I'll take it.
okay. He reaches under his countertop. He kind of eyeballs the cat. He tries to reach out to the cat to try to get a rough measurement, and he fails his animal handling check.
Damn straight, Captain Fluffy Paws don't take no shit.
But just eyeballing the cat, he puts some fasteners on some chainmail. That kind of approximate where the legs would fit in, and a couple of two smallish leather straps. And he
Now,
you go on.
I was gonna say, quick question. If I have my cat, can I use my cat as a weapon? And if I use my cat as a weapon, can I give it a radiant damage?
Like you want to swing your cat at people?
Like, I want to throw Captain Fluffy Paws at people, so Captain Fluffy Paws can just like latch on and beat the shit out of people.
I'll tell you what. If you can train your cat to do these things, I'll let you treat it like basically like an animal companion or a familiar. And they can take like the help action to help you get advantage, and various other things as well.
That's sweet.
All right, but you'll have to, over the course of the next probably few days or a few weeks, you'll have to do some animal handling checks to see how well that training takes.
Okay.
Does a cat have the intelligence to do that?
It's gonna happen. I completely am reworking my character. It's gonna revolve around this goddamn cat now.
Let me actually. I'm curious to see if they have a cat in the. Oh, there's no cat in the. Oh, there is. Okay. Cat has 3 intelligence. Did you see that?
Heck yeah.
So that would be the character sheet for your cat. 1 hit, 1 slashing damage,
For now.
2 hit points. Okay. Well, you can. There'll be some adventures as you try to do that. Euphemia, what would you like to do? Oh, that's just take 2 gold for the chainmail.
Okay.
I'm gonna go up to the guy and it's like, well, now that you got your stupid cat thing finished, I'm looking for some black scale mail.
Aye. Would it be for you?
Yes.
Scale mail. That'd be a bit out of my domain. Scale mail is mostly leather with just a few plates of steel. I have worked with the leatherworker down the street to piece together some pieces like that. But I assure you, you wouldn't want scale mail made by me. It wouldn't fit well and it would definitely not be comfortable.
Then who do you suggest?
Leatherworker, 2 doors down.
I turn my head that way.
Okay. He kind of after you guys have been repeat customers, he's sort of taken a liking to you. He says, "Tom be with you all. See you around." All right. While you're so you head over to the leatherworker. He's literally like 2 houses down. You walk in, you smell the pigments and the treating chemicals and dyes that they use to work into the leather. To refine the finish, to toughen up certain parts of it, and to stain it in nice colors. In one corner, you see a guy working with heated various metal instruments to brand in different textures, and provide nice scroll work and finish work onto what looks to be a pretty well finished piece of leather armor. But he's sitting out to the side. A sort of young, waifish man kind of approaches you. He's got on a leather apron, a pretty thick leather apron. His hair's all fussed and brown. You can see the beginnings of a beard, like a few strands of loose hair. You can tell he's a younger guy. He comes up to you and says, "Hello, miss. What can I do for you?"
I'm looking for a black or charcoal color scale mail armor set.
Now, scale mail is medium armor, correct? Are you proficient with medium armor? Just out of character now.
Not yet, but I'm buying for the future.
Okay. Is it black scale mail, huh? Well, you come to the right place. I believe that my lads and I would be able to piece together something just for the likes of you. Hold on now. He goes into his back corner. He comes back with the beginnings of a few pieces of scale mail. Like I said, scale mail is mostly leather, but has pieces of metal layered onto strategic parts of the armor. He comes out with two, basically, templates. They're just brown leather. But he says, these are unfinished, but we make all our items to order. We would dye them, of course, but I would want to fit them to my lady first, if you don't mind.
I sigh, and it's like, okay.
So he pulls out kind of like a string with different markings on it for measurements. He says, I promise to be very gentle. So he kind of reaches out and he takes your shoulder length, and he checks your waist and your hips and the length of your arms and around your neck, that kind of stuff. Very professional about it. So after a couple minutes of doing that, he says, yes, this one over here would do. So he picks up the second of the two pieces of armor. He says, I can have this done, my friends and I. Oh, give me 2 days. 2 days?
2 days?
Yep, 2 days and 50 gold should do it.
How much will it cost?
50 gold.
And
Standard
that'll
price.
be... What color can you make it?
We will dye it black as night for you.
Do you have anything that's a little bit lighter, more like charcoal to obsidian?
Of course. That's just we're mixing in some, to thinning the dye a little bit before we stick it on there.
Okay. That will work perfectly then.
Wonderful. So he kind of takes your name, gives you a slip of paper. He asks for half down up front to start to cover the costs because they have to do some custom fitting. And he says the other half.
Okay. I give him half.
Okay. And he says, come back in a couple days. Alright. And let's take a break from this area. Ashok, you are in the training grounds. You've woken up early that morning. Several of the other men have already started doing their morning runs. They do laps basically around this tower. You figure it's about a quarter mile track that they've sort of put together, and they're running around. Captain Johns is groggily coming out of his chambers as well. He's holding a mug, a steaming hot mug. You're not quite sure what's in it. He lets out a few coughs. He says, "Morning, lad. Good to see you today."
What's the plan of the day today?
Well, be training, of course. More training, more work, keeping vigil. That be it.
Work.
I tell you and your friend, you've done some good work around here. It's been a lot of fun. A lot of fun getting to know you two.
What kind of work did we do?
Oh, you're just training with them. He asked you to show his men some tips and tricks as far as combat goes, and you've just been basically hanging out.
You got a time frame for the period of time we've been here?
You've been here for probably 2 days.
Oh, okay. Well, got anything new for today?
Me?
Yeah.
He kind of looks at you, curiously. He says, "Well, not for myself. But if you'll be looking for work, you and your friends, you can always go down to the town clerk. Quentin down there, he's a good man. He's always got some work that needs to be done."
What are you drinking?
This is my morning brew. Hot tea.
Quentin, huh? Who's this Quentin fella?
Quentin Ablett. Let me type it for you.
Add that. Notes.
Quentin Ablett. He's the town clerk. He manages all the administration and workflow around town. All the various departments, they report to him. He pokes his head in around here, making sure my men are doing what they're supposed to be doing and we're spending our money on the right things. He's a good lad. A little bit nosy. A little bit annoying. But yeah, I like him. His uncle is Silas Ablett. He's the governor of this town.
Alright, I will be sure to seek him out.
Okay. He kind of points you down to. He says, "You head down that road. It's the fourth building on the left. It says office, town office. So you'll be heading down that way. Hey, we'll be doing combat training later this afternoon if you want to show up for it.
Definitely.
All right, off to you." And he kind of heads over to where some of the men are. He lets loose some pretty big coughs, and then he starts shouting at some of the men to get off their asses and work a little bit harder.
Alright, well, I guess I'll go see this Ablett person.
Okay. So you make your way down to the down the road. The rest of you guys, what do you want to do? Do you want to? Are you gonna meet up with him, or are you gonna go your own business?
I'm talking to the Mr. Clerk with the cat.
Okay.
You can just tell me.
Actually, I just checked. Yeah, no, I don't have it yet. I planned on getting it once we leveled up, though.
Once I know you're. I say this in RP talk. I know that clerical people can learn such spells, and I hear since that woman's father that she wants cured, that spell would probably do it.
Yeah, I mean, I think, used to knowing it. I just don't think I know it right now. Slightly confused on all my spells now.
I'm pretty much relearning all my stuff, and I used to have it too, but can't do it anymore. But if we could get a little bit stronger, either one of us could learn it. If you're going to learn it, then I probably won't.
Okay. I say we meet up with
That
Ashok.
Yeah. I already got what I needed, so
Alright, sweet. It
we
was good
definitely
thinking
go
of bringing
meet up
that
with
spell
him.
up, though.
Very
Yeah,
good.
so we meet him up.
Okay. So you guys take a few minutes, and you knew where he was staying, and you had planned to swing by that place anyway. You meet up with him just as so you came down this direction, here, and then down here as he's coming down here. So you kind of meet up at this crossroads area here. And the clerk's office is right there.
So we go here, then here, and there?
Yeah,
We
exactly.
go there, and here.
It's on
I
I was just drawing on the
I
map.
thought we went here and there. Oh, whatever.
Well,
I'm
I
going
circled
over
it
there.
on the map. That's where the clerk's office is. Okay. So you guys kind of bump into each other. You say some morning greetings. Ashok kind of tells you about what he's doing. He's headed over to seek some employment. You guys walk up to this office. It's fairly large. There's several doors in the front, actually, so kind of like a office building. You can see people mulling in and out from various doorways and entrances, all busy about their work. One man comes that's heading in there is wearing like kind of like the ancient equivalent of like rubber waders. and they're all stained and dark up the legs, like he's definitely been in some kind of water. He's got a pretty rank smell about him, so you're guessing that the smell, the water would not be clean river water, just as he's passing by you. But he heads in through on one door. But the door that says office, town office, is off to the right.
Well, I'm gonna go head on in there.
Okay. You go in there, you find a receptionist kind of sitting there and several other people mulling around, but off in the corner at a desk with even though it's daytime and there's daylight coming in through the window, he has a candle burning on the desk. He has an inkwell on his desk as well with a big plumed quill, and he's there writing stuff pretty efficiently but pretty quickly on some parchment paper. He's wearing a black robe and sort of off-tilt kind of hat with a brim all the way around. He's got these I guess the equivalent of reading glasses on. He looks to be probably in his upper 30s, kind of a normal looking guy, just a little bit pudgy around the waist.
I'm gonna politely walk up to him and ask him if there's any work we could do as competently as possible.
And who might you be, my friend?
Oh, I don't know if you've heard of me yet. We're kind of a big deal around here. My name is Deimos. This is Ajax, and that's Euphamia. We're kind of around with a pretty big deal around here, as I point to Captain Fluffy Paws on my chest. And we're kind of here to, take care of business, if you catch my drift.
Looking for gainful employment, are we?
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
I see. Well, you are in luck. There is much going on in this town. For those seeking hearty work. I have a farmer out in the fields who could use some bales of hay lifted.
Nope. Next one.
Oh my. Well,
Do you have something that uses a sword?
a sword. Well, he starts thumbing through some of his
Do you
papers.
need something killed?
I wouldn't say killed. We don't like to use that word. More of disposed of.
Do you need something maimed or bloodied up
Yes.
to the point where it
Mhm.
can't be used or hid or whatever?
He looks up at you and he says, "How did you come to find this office? Who sent you my way?"
Well,
Captain Johns.
Captain Johns. Oh, might you be the two fellows who have been staying with him and his enlistees for the last 2 days? I see. Yes, I've heard good things about you. Very well. He kind of reaches to the bottom of his stack, pulls out a sheet. He says, "This might seem like a simple job, but it is one that has puzzled me for a while, and I suppose you could help in this way." He kind of hands a piece of paper out to you, and he tells you that in the armory, which is the lower level of the training grounds. So basically, in the training grounds, there's several levels. The towers goes up higher, and there's a battlement on top with, like I said, the two ballista. But it has a basement as well, and that's their armory. He says that he's gotten reports of a rat infestation, but the rats have been acting oddly. They've been crazy and erratic. He says, "If you will go there and clean out this rat infestation for me, I could make it worth your while. But more importantly, if you could find out why they are acting so oddly, I would be quite interested."
I guess it's good you brought an armored cat.
Whoa. We can't reveal our secret ace in the hole.
He kind of laughs. He says, "It would be worth."
Just as long as we're not taking anyone's jobs.
Yes. "It would be worth about 50 gold to me."
50 gold, and I think we also need a bucket full of the freshest fish that you have.
Well, this 50 gold can be taken down to our market quite easily and purchase as much fish as you desire.
That is true.
And you
But
can also give us fish.
that is a valid point right there.
I happen to be a rather poor fisherman myself.
You are? Well,
Good
I mean,
practice.
practice makes perfect. This way, you can get better, and we can both be happy.
Oh, the business of this town is so intense. And I am pulled in every direction. There are, um, ah, a
Are you sure
conversation
about
for
that?
another time. Conversation for another time.
I'm just saying, we got a rat infestation and moving bales of hay. For some reason, I think you can handle it. I give him an inspiring thumbs up and tell him I believe in him.
Alright, roll that persuasion check.
Ah, shit.
Did I help him?
Yes, you can help him.
Well, since I did help him.
Okay.
Oh.
Alright, so roll it with advantage.
Oh, you got
since
advantage.
Euphemia is on top of it.
This is how you help people. Even when they have shitty ass rolls.
Oh,
Yep.
jeez.
I gotta. Yeah.
He says, I like you. You know,
Whoa, bro.
there's a lot going on in this town. If you prove yourself reliable, perhaps we might have further conversations. I will talk to some of our suppliers. The fishermen, they come through this area fairly often. I will see what I can do about some fish for your pets over there. Cute little kitty, by the way.
He ain't cute. Goddamn killing machine.
He kind of looks at you. I believe that cat is a she, but whatever you say. Here's your orders. Alright, so he hands you a piece of paper, and he kind of waves the next person up with a who's been waiting in line behind you guys. Okay. So what do you guys want to do? You want to go head to the armory, or you want to go do something else first?
I'm gonna take that paper with the order and just look it over.
It's basically a basic description of what he wants you to do, like a contract. It says something to the effect of, for investigating and helping with extermination of vermin inside the lower armory. This work is worth 50 gold, payable upon completion.
I'm gonna roll that up and I'm gonna put it in my coat pocket.
Okay.
What'd you say? So shall we go?
I think
Ready.
so.
All right. So you guys head back to the tower, the guard tower, and instead of walking into the main entrance, you kind of ask around a little bit, and you show your document giving you access to the armory. And the guard there, he kind of eyes you up and down. He says, "Best not be taking anything from our supplies, but since you're on town business, I suppose we can let you in." He kind of shows you around the back and down at a lower level. This sort of staircase that's carved into the ground. He brings you to an old doorway. He opens it up for you with a big rusty key, and he kind of shoves it open, and he says, "Have at it."
Aren't you gonna come with us? Make sure we don't steal anything?
"I'll be on this side. There's really only a way out of there. I'll be watching."
Well, we could use your help.
They don't pay me for that.
Well, they don't pay you to watch over your own place. We're kind of cleaning up your own mess.
I'm to stand guard here.
That's
That's my
fine.
orders. You cut me in some of your gold, I might be convinced to
Yes,
help you out.
Oh, so
Oh, sorry. I was trying to change my profile to a cat. Did not do too well.
You look like a lady.
what the hell?
Yeah, no, I gotta change it back. It's being iffy.
You gotta size it down, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, in your Fantasy Grounds profile pictures folder, they have some templates there. I just photoshopped some pictures down to size. Okay.
Good tip, if you ever play those old Baldur's Gate games, they use the exact same picture template and size. All
Okay.
those images from those old games can be used. There's like forums of like zip files with like 500 different pictures that will all
Okay.
work in this program.
Really? I'll have to go look those up.
Yeah, they're using the exact same. You remember the old Baldur's Gate games?
I never played
Right.
them. Never played them.
So this guy said he's not going to let us down there?
No, he
Or
says he
what
is. He just said he's not coming with you.
Oh, okay.
He's not going to help us unless we pay him.
How
That's
much
what
are
he
you
said.
looking for, sir?
He says, well, there's 4 of you. If I were to come with you, I'd be 5. I'd take a fifth of the cut.
All right, well, we're making 10 gold off of this. It's just going to be a random routine. We're pretty much like maintenance guys. We're taking care of damn rats.
You want to invite him to come with you if you want?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to let him know he's going to get 2 gold out of it.
All right. Roll that
Damn
deception
shitty
check.
contract. With advantage, because I helped.
Roll your deception check.
You said deception, right?
Yeah, deception with advantage. She's helping you lie.
All right. All right. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
He says, 2 gold. I'm in. Heck
Yeah.
All right. He joins.
I whispered to Deimos. He probably would have took 2 silver.
2 whole golds. It's a guys like this. That's like they make that's probably over a week's wages for him. Okay. So you guys walk into this the armory, which is basically just this large room. Around the room,
Don't slip and accidentally shoot him.
around the room you see. I'll put Ajax in here as well. He's hanging out. I'll leave Karen off. And here's the town guardsman. Okay. Around the room you see some tables, some various barrels and crates around the room, in various condition. Back at the edges of the walls you see racks with weapons, various weapons and chests lying next to them. You see lots of different kinds of weapons, mostly the type that the guards would be using, and the things that they're trained in. So you see javelins, you see some long swords, you see some shields, you see pieces of studded leather armor. That's what they employ mostly. So mostly along those lines. You don't see much gear other than that, much different types of weapons. This is basically the reserves for their trainees. Alright.
All right, before we get started, I'm going to put Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay.
Are those weapons in this too?
There are weapons all around, yeah.
Oh, they look like weird weapons.
Yeah, there's just little tokens and icons that I found. Okay, so Shield of Faith, it's on yourself, +2 AC, and it's concentration for 10 minutes.
Yep.
Okay, you start to cast the spell. As you wave your hands and you say your little prayer, there's a glitch. There's a glitch in what you're doing, and nothing happens.
Like, I don't feel any power go?
Yeah. You,
Right,
like
okay.
you don't feel like any power come out.
All right. I try to use one of my cantrips on myself, like guidance or something.
Okay. You mutter the incantation for it. You move your hands in the appropriate way, and the glow of divine energy kind of just settles on you a little bit, and you feel yourself having a little bit of inspiration for your next check.
Oh man, that was odd.
Something wrong?
Yeah, I think there's like a glitch in the Matrix or something. You know, all these guys
What's
getting killed
that?
is really going to be a pain. I don't know yet, honestly. But all these guys that are getting killed is being a gigantic pain in my ass.
I'm
As you,
gonna cast dancing lights and place torches around the area.
torches?
Yeah, dancing
Okay.
lights.
So are those 2 doors at that end?
No, this is just basically a circular room. There's only one doorway back to the way you came, back in that direction to the left.
Okay.
Those along the walls are racks with weapons on them.
Okay. Do I see any like rat? Do we see any rats or anything?
Roll perception. Actually,
Like I'm holding Captain Fluffy Paws
oh, okay.
in the air and just looking at
You look at the
Captain
cat.
Fluffy.
The cat is back raised, hair on his back kind of up in the air, glaring off into the corner of the room that direction.
All right, I'm casting Sacred Flame in that area.
Okay. Are you targeting anything in particular?
Nope. Just
Alright.
like that rack in the back.
It bursts out. The energy flies off it. It's glowing orange and like golden fire. It flies off into the room. It smacks into the ground and it scatters off the wall. It bursts in a shower of sparkles, and as it does so, out come from around that corner, you see two rather large rodents of unusual size. ROUSs.
Those are small rodents of usual size.
Unusual size. Well, I couldn't get the tokens to be much bigger. They're a little bit crazed. Their eyes are skitterish. They're foaming at the mouth, and they're not just walking straight. They're like skidding around and like tripping over themselves, running out. And behind them, from rushing behind them, is a whole flock of normal-looking rats that comes charging in your direction. Everybody roll initiative. Okay. Very good. Having done that, the diseased rat goes first. He kind of charges in your general direction. His 25 movement speed, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that ends... Oh, 30-foot movement speed. Over there, that ends your turn. Ashok, you see this horde of rats come flying out towards you. What do you do?
I'm going to try to shoot the one closest to me.
Okay. So you're on target. You knock your arrow, let loose. Yeah, with lightning quick reflexes, this large rat, which is not terribly large, it's smaller than a cat, let's just say. Smaller than a cat, but larger than a rat should be. It comes rushing towards you, it leaps up into the air, and as it does, you, with great dexterity, knock an arrow and just flick it out. And it flies straight through it, and it kind of skewers it, and it falls to the floor, bleeding out. The second large rat comes charging your direction. He makes it to about there. Euphemia, your turn.
God, I didn't think about this.
You're moving quickly.
How big is it? How much does it weigh?
Smaller than a cat. So...
More
8
than a
pounds.
cat?
Smaller than a cat. So, say 8 pounds.
Can I cast Mage Hand, pick it up, and throw it across the way?
Mage Hand is a 5-pound cap on it.
10 pound.
Is it really? Let me
Yep.
see here. I thought it was 5.
It's been working out.
You are correct. Okay, you can cast Mage Hand. You can definitely try.
Okay, I cast Mage Hand on the giant rat and just toss him
Okay, roll sleight of hand.
far back. As far as I can.
Roll sleight of hand.
And fuck. And there's just this one.
Let me contest that real quick.
I think it is.
Okay, this giant rat, he kind of dodges around your purple glowing mage hand, and he keeps charging in your direction. Do you have any more actions you would like to take? Any bonus action or movement?
And I can't move back any, right?
And well, you're on the kind of the edge of the map.
I moved back an inch.
Sure.
Yay. Done.
Okay. By the way, I keep forgetting. I like having some sounds in the background, so you guys can put. I put in TeamSpeak the same audio link I usually use. I used the Skyrim soundtrack on our first session, and got tagged for having copyrighted music in it. Can you believe that? The YouTube video.
Lame.
Damn.
Yeah, I can't because I had it playing so quietly in the background. I just still picked it up. Not that I'm doing anything, and it kept the music in, but it's just interesting.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. The town guard. He says, "Freaking Christ! These things are crazy. Oh well. For glory!" And he rushes in. Takes a swing with his longsword at the diseased rat. He swings and misses. Deimos, your turn.
All right. Well, being a little bit ticked off that we couldn't get our Shield of Faith off, me and the captain focus incredibly hard and focus our inner rage and frustration at trying to put divine favor into our little punching claws or punching fist things.
Okay.
Does it go off?
It does.
Woo! And as soon as that happens, I leap forward into the center of the big group ball. Oh, sorry, wrong one. The big rat. Start punching.
Okay, take your hits. Or your hit. What, are you going unarmed? 2 hands?
Well, I was gonna use the when we were using those, the spike gauntlets as the same thing as pretty much a mace. Was that what we were gonna do before or no?
Here, tell you what. Let me change your unarmed attack here. We'll make it do D4 bludgeoning strength. There we go. So you use those unarmed attack
Sweet.
thing in your thing. It'll be a 1d4 roll for your 2 hands. All right, the first one hits. Oh, and you wanted divine favor too, right?
Yeah, it should be on there, I think.
Oh, yes, it is. Okay, so roll damage.
For some reason, I think I'm just not targeting for some reason.
Okay, yeah, you swing with your right hand, and in this flash of yellow energy, you smack it dead on. It's still kind of wriggling on the ground.
All right, would I be able to still swing with my offhand?
Yes.
Even
So
though it does have a shield attached to it, though, still.
a shield.
Or I cannot do it. Yeah, I think I still have a shield, so I could just not attack with it yet.
I know you had a shield.
Yeah, I think I got one the last one.
Oh yeah, you do. Okay. So no, you can't while wearing your shield. You could just basically got your main hand. If you
Alright.
if you want to drop your shield, you could go with your left hand. It would be 1d4 straight damage, no strength bonus.
Okay. I'm just gonna leave it as it is right
Question.
Okay. Cool. Yes, Euphemia.
I was just wondering if you said if he dropped a shield, do you mean like drop it to the ground?
Yep. Drop to the
Or
ground.
like, oh, so you actually have to drop it.
Correct. He could let it go out of his hand right now, clatter to the ground. That would be a free action, and then he could swing with his left hand.
now. Actually, I guess I am.
Actually, you already used. No, correction. You already used your bonus
Yeah, I
action.
already used that, so I
Yeah.
can't even do it.
Yeah. Okay.
I was just wondering. Thanks.
And that's me.
The swarm of rats comes charging in. Deimos, you're the one that's the flashiest and definitely garnering the most attention. So they all kind of just try to jump up onto you. You bat some aside with your shield. Several fly up in the air, and you just swing your shield and knock them away. One tries to get you on the shoulder. Captain Fluffy Paws reaches up and tackles it, and just tackles it off to the ground, and just digging her teeth into it. Ajax charges in. Lets out a tiefling roar, or if that's what tieflings do, and pulls out
Ajax the Silent.
Ajax the Silent, and pulls out his 2 scimitars. Oh, jeez. and with a flurry of swipes, hacks in. You can see rat parts cut in half, tails and legs flying. There's a smattering of blood, and that swarm of rats has taken some damage. Ashok, your turn.
I guess I'll shoot. I don't have any good weapons on me.
Okay. Oh yeah, you managed to skewer several of them.
Cool.
By the way, how big are like those ballistas on the roof? Like, are they all like those gigantic ones, or are there like some of the smaller ones?
You haven't gone up to look. You've seen
Okay.
parts of the ones that what you saw were two large ones poking out over the battlements. But I suppose if you went up there, you could find out more.
That's a random question.
Well, I was just thinking we could makeshift one to get a super heavy crossbow for him.
This rat turns to you, Deimos, and he sinks his teeth into your ankle, and you need to make a Constitution save, which you do. And it is your turn, Euphemia. Now you notice that the swarm of rats, they have your two friends have been hacking them, but they've been killing like individual rats. The swarm as a whole, there's a lot of rats there. It still has quite a few hit points. It hasn't been taking a ton of damage.
Gonna head right there.
No, don't do it. I'm gonna interrogate this rat.
Target him. Get my long sword and take a swing.
Big hit. You cut that sucker in half. There's two pieces of rat right at your feet right now. They're kicking and like twitching.
Okay, that's probably all my turn.
Okay. The town guard, he kind of runs headfirst into the rat pack, taking a couple swings with his longsword. He's all hell, and he misses. Oh, he crits. Crits a couple rats. Deimos,
Oh, why did you do that much damage?
he crit.
Oh, shit.
All right. From what we can sense, there's nothing really else in the room besides these rats.
Right now, well, you can do a perception check if you want to.
I'm just gonna kind of sprint over this way. I'll take that free hit.
Okay. The rats kind of swing at you real quick, and they do not hit you.
Do I see anything by any chance? Well, in that general direction.
Back there, no.
Alright, well, with my other little action thing, I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame at the rats.
Roll it. They fail. Yeah, the radiant energy flies out, doing full damage to them. It engulfs them. You see rats running around wildly, catching other rats on fire, and they eventually all flop over and are burned to a crisp. Okay. As soon as that happens, Ashok and Ajax, you hear some skittering and tittering sounds from the grate right here on the floor.
Alright, well, I'll go investigate.
Okay.
Do any of us hear it?
Do you tell them if
Yeah, I'll let him know.
okay.
Alright. I'm gonna walk over there. And I'm just gonna kind of blast in a bunch of Sacred Flames.
Okay. As you poke your head in, you see a whole freaking swarm of rats come charging up at you. I'll let you take your action if you want to do that. Okay. They catch you by surprise. Your bolt flies wide and impacts some stone chunks on the ground. Okay. This swarm of rats just jumps up into your face, and in a frenzy, they try to sink their teeth into you, but they're not able to do anything. Ajax.
Wait, didn't the rats fail?
Yes.
Or DC save?
Oh, you're right. You're absolutely right. Go ahead and. I misread that.
I wasn't even looking. I was like, wait a second. Do I get damage on it?
Yes, roll the damage. Yeah, big fire damage flies out and burns several of them. Ajax turns around. He starts swinging with his scimitars again. Okay. Ashok, they're right in front of you.
I wish I had a melee weapon.
You don't?
Oh, just a club. So I'm gonna take a attack of opportunity.
Okay.
They attack
I
me.
think you're on a pillar.
Can I stand on that, or is it a pillar?
That's a pillar, yeah.
I'll just stand here.
Okay, yeah. They're gonna attack you real quick. Let's see if I can hit. Nope. Okay. Alright, you see several of them go scattering across the floor. Euphemia, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna stretch out my hand, my free hand, and cast. Okay, chill and touch.
Yeah, the dark necrotic energy comes slivering out the tips of your fingers. It flies out, envelops this cluster of rats, and they all kind of shrivel up and stutter a little bit, and they all drop to the ground. Okay, Deimos. From where you are, further deeper down into this grate that's down in the floor, you start hearing some more skittering and stuff from deeper down.
I tell everybody that I think there's a whole lot more rats down here, but we got paid to do a job. We might as well finish it. I'm gonna punch that grate open.
Okay.
Wouldn't it be better just to collapse it? Fill it up or something?
Sorry, what was that?
Deimos, it's a thick metal grate. You can roll strength on it.
I'll try.
Yeah, give me a strength roll. Okay. Yeah, your hand impacts it. You can see some with the iron knuckle that you have on your hand. It hits the iron grating. You see it spark and maybe dent a little bit, but it's holding firm.
Okay.
The sound of the rats
That's where the rats are coming from. Can't we just
gradually growing louder.
cover it up or get rid of it?
Hey guys, do we have anything that we could maybe pry this thing open with?
The guard, he kind of like looks around at you. He says, well, that's deep in the ground there. I don't know, maybe some spears or whatnot. I don't know if we could have the leverage to do so. He pulls out a couple javelins and he hands one to you.
Alright. I'll pull one of those benches over and try to use it as a little lever leeway as I attempt to push down and open it.
Hey, while they're doing that, do I see any weapons in this armory? Anything
Yeah.
on the racks?
Yeah, there's weapons all over.
What kind of weapons do I see?
Javelins, long swords, shields, and leather armor, like studded leather armor.
Well, I'll take the studded leather armor.
Okay, so
You might be stealing from them, and the guard might not like it.
I'll ask.
I
if
warn him
it's-
as I do that.
I'll take it with us and I'll ask if I can have it.
okay, so he's preoccupied with the grate right now. You guys, all right? No rats come up yet. Deimos, go ahead and with the leverage, go ahead and roll another strength check with advantage. You know, it's stuck solid. The grate's not moving, even with the javelin. You're leaning all your weight onto it, and you can see the javelin start to bend in the middle.
Alright. Anyone else grabbing crap?
Anyone else want to do anything?
Alright,
I'm
well,
usually watching these people do stuff.
if you guys want to come over here, I've put a couple more javelins in to give it a little bit more so it don't break. And ask Ajax and Ashok to come over and help me
Okay.
just get this thing open.
Alright. With all of you around there, with javelins and you're prying in, it takes you about 10 seconds to work it up, but soon the grating starts to work free of its mountings, and it comes up with a sharp, just like all the energy you're putting into it just kind of flies up backwards, and it lands a few feet away. And there's this big gaping hole in the ground now. And coming up, flying through the hole, you see one more swarm of rats come just charging up at you.
Alright.
Okay. And Deimos, it sees you first. It's just gonna take a couple bites into your face, or it's gonna try to. Yeah, it does. They swarm all over you. Dozens and dozens of rats all over your body, and they all start clamping down, and it's death by a thousand cuts. They're all over you right now, chomping
Well,
away.
damn.
Okay, Euphemia.
Shit. Let me come up and swing my sword.
You don't happen to have any healing stuff, do you?
Oh, aren't you the cleric?
Well, yeah. I'm a war cleric.
Well, I'm a war bard.
Oh, we're screwed.
What?
You guys.
You're not dead yet.
Oh.
Go east.
See? I don't have any short credits.
Wait, where are your normal, like below 5 rolls?
Only when I need them. It never happens in battle for some reason. But I don't make sure this crits.
Just roll damage.
Oh, I thought I had to hold something.
No, if it'll do it automatically. Yeah, you swipe through, and you get the vast majority, and a couple very graceful sweeps of your longsword. You manage to carve them all basically off of Deimos's body. Deimos, you're basically covered in rat blood right now.
Man, Captain Fluffy Paw loves it.
He's still over there.
Giving,
Captain Fluffy Paws is back in a corner, gnawing on a rat head that she found
Damn straight.
back there in the corner.
I'm giving Deimos Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
Thank you,
I
kindly.
inspire you to heal.
I have a cat token here. That's a cat token.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so she's gnawing on a rat back there. Alright, the town guard, he kind of plunges in with his sword. And manages to kill the last couple of rats, finishing them off. Okay. And right now you hear nothing else coming from the grates. He says, "Well, I'm no scientist or doctor or anything like that, but them rats ain't normal. Look at them." And you look around at the corpses on the ground, and you see that he's right. They're still twitching a little bit, some of the rats. But aside from the red rat blood, you see hints of green mixed in with their blood.
Well, damn, guys.
I'm
What's
gonna
up
do
with
a
those?
cure wounds on
Before we do that, I'm gonna ask the
Gallimon.
guy if he's got any like those healing potions and whatnot, because you'd think a guard would have maybe at least 1 or 2 on him. Just because he's a gosh darn guard.
He tells you to fuck off.
I tell him to fuck off.
Don't you have any
Man.
healing potions?
Yeah, wait, actually, doesn't Ajax have the healing potions?
I can heal you. I got cure wounds.
Oh no. I think we have a healing potion somewhere.
Ajax does have a
Got
healing
one.
potion.
got one pot.
Oh, I asked Ajax he take his one.
Ajax is not here to speak for himself, so sure.
Awesome. Also, Ajax, remember that time you totally said I could have all your gold?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he said we could split it.
Yeah,
because, you know,
I'm fine with
We're
that.
the best of friends.
So it's 2d4 plus 2. Okay, so you get 5 more hit points back for the healing potion that Ajax gives you.
Alright, I can run
Save
out with these 5.
Save the rest. Yeah, let's
Okay.
save the healing spells.
Yeah, I'm
for-
gonna
because we don't
keep-
know what's down there.
Yeah, I only got 2 healing spells. Ajax, you got what, 1?
Well, I can use it twice.
Okay, and Euphemia, you got what, 1 or 2?
3, but
Oh.
I used 1.
Nice. Oh, okay.
I'm down to 2.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, I just say we save these until we really need them.
Okay.
Well, let's get going because you still have inspiration, so don't want to waste it.
Yeah.
Okay.
If we're going down there, that's the plan, I assume.
You can't see very far down.
Save
gonna-
that, Ashok. Don't cure yet.
Yeah. Doesn't Euphemia have all those fires that she can control going around?
Yeah. I'm gonna send those down the hole.
Okay. You send them down the hole, and what it looks like it's a very narrow hole. You're lucky if it's 3 feet in diameter. It goes down pretty far. And it kind of rounds a corner about 10 feet down, and you can't see much further below that.
Other stairs and stuff.
Nope,
Handholds.
it's a hole in the ground. It's like ventilation.
Alright. I'm going to just, I guess, how big are those like planks? Would you say they're like what, 8 feet, 10 feet?
Like the bench that you have right there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say they're about 8 feet long.
Alright, I'm gonna get a couple of those. I'm gonna tie a rope around them.
Okay.
Is there rope down here?
You have rope in your backpack, I think.
I think I do, yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna tie a rope around it, just so it's nice and secure. Just gonna stick it underneath the hole, so we can shimmy on down it.
You mean you're gonna put it around the bench, put the bench between the hole?
Yeah,
it's, like,
stick
straight down?
both planks over.
Kind of like
Okay.
a well?
Yeah, kind of like a well, yeah.
Alright. So that takes you a couple minutes to rig that up, but you're able to get it pretty solid.
Alright. I go collect the captain, Fluffy Paws.
He looks at you with reticence, but her mouth is she's looking around and cleaning herself up because cats are very fastidiously clean, but there's quite a bit of rat blood that she has to clean up, so it'll take her a
pat her
while.
I
on the
hope those
head,
rats
and
aren't diseased.
I call her. Yeah, give her a lot of praise for taking care of those rats.
She purrs a little bit and she kind of like rubs herself along your leg, and then she looks at you, and there's a flash of attitude in her eyes for a split second, and then she jumps. Do you have a pouch for her or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a little pouch in my front, like one of those baby carrying pouches.
Yeah, she like jumps into the pouch.
Sweet.
Okay.
Alright, guys, do you want to go down here?
No, but let's go.
Sounds like a plan. I'll go first, I guess.
All right.
Well,
Is
Ajax should go
Is
first.
everybody going down?
I vote Ajax goes first.
Okay. The guard, he
We
says.
trying to kill him.
The guard says, "Y'all a bunch of crazy folk. I think my job is done for today. They'll
I'm
miss
gonna
me out
push
my
the
post."
charge. I'm gonna push the guard down the hole.
Roll strength check. He doesn't want to go.
I'll distract him while he's talking when she's doing it.
Okay, so advantage.
Advantage.
You gotta beat his strength check.
Oh, strength check.
He goes, "Fucking shite!" as he goes flying down the hole.
I pretend like I tried to grab him before he fell in.
Okay.
You guys are assholes.
Oops. Sorry. You okay down there?
Okay. He kind of. It wasn't too bad of a fall. He was able to catch himself a little bit. And he hits the bottom. So it's a 10-foot drop, and then you see the hole kind of curves off to the side. He looks around. He's like, "Well, that wasn't very nice. I'm down here anyway." He kind of looks around. "Hey, I can see. Oh, Holy shit! And he walks off to the side and you can't see him anymore.
Hey, get back here. You better go help him before he kills himself.
Okay.
So my fires are still lining the way down so we can see all the way to the bottom. And we'll climb down, I guess.
Alright, who's going first?
Ajax.
Ajax is first. Okay.
Well, he is the warrior-ish type.
Alright. Ajax goes on first, and then who's next after him?
I'll go next.
Okay. It takes a
Then
little
I'll
while.
go.
Alright. It takes a little bit. And the tunnel narrows down. And after it goes straight down for that 10 feet, then it kind of is like a gradual decline for 15 feet or so. The angle changes. It curves left and it curves right just a little bit. It's pretty narrow, so the going is slow, but you hear sounds from further ahead, and the further ahead you go, you hear more sounds. There's talking. There's a little bit of you hear the occasional shout from further ahead. You can't see the guard. He's kind of quite a ways ahead of you.
I'm gonna yell out to him. Be like, hey, you should probably come back here. Gotta be safe and whatnot.
Alright, you hear no response.
Well, looks like we want to pay this guy.
Okay, you guys keep going.
Yep.
Alright. You head a
I'm
little
gonna
bit.
keep the flames in front of us as we go down.
Okay, so the light is pretty bright ahead of you. You go down after 15 more feet of squeezing your way through these rocks. There's another dip, and you guys are looking from above. You see this. Okay, the guard is kind of right here. He's kind of like lying, crumpled in a heap on the ground. And these guys
Is he
are
dead?
also, you can't tell from here. They're all standing around his
Corpse.
or whatever, or unconscious body on the ground. You guys are centered sort of right over here.
But we're above?
Yes.
Like in a hole looking down?
Yep.
How far down is it?
To drop down to not very far, 10 feet or so.
Hey, by the way, for Sacred Flame, it seems like it just kind of comes down, not really from the sky, but just comes down like a pillar
Oh,
next to the enemies.
Does it shoot out of your hands?
No, it doesn't shoot out your hands. It just kind of comes down like.
It's a flame pillar that actually comes down, I think.
Oh, good to know.
It just
Yeah.
kind of like appears. And
So
goes,
is it
whoosh.
possible to kind of see these people, and then kind of cast some Sacred Flames on them before they could even notice what's happening?
Like I said, it's pretty narrow. You're gonna have to drop out of there one at a time.
We can't see. If we can see this guard guy, can we try to trick him to think that the guard's a cleric or something and cast it on him?
Yeah, I'll let you try that.
Can I?
Is that okay with you guys or not?
Why don't we both cast at the same time on one target?
Sounds good to me.
Okay, you hear them while you're there. You hear them talking to each other. There's one guy shouting. This guy's spinning around right here. He's obviously in charge. He's saying, "Where the hell does this guy come from? Have we been spotted?
That guy. Let's hit him.
Brooks is
Both at
not
once.
gonna be happy about this. Which one of you
Are you ready,
squealed?"
Deimos?
The other guys are kind of cowering a little bit. He's obviously in charge. Who squealed? Who called the cops on us? Alright.
All right, Euphemia.
Deimos.
If they can't see us, they're gonna think it's either that traitor person or the guard who's casting the things on them. So we can like surprise attack them.
All right, go for it.
That okay with everybody?
Do it.
I can't target him.
Who are you trying to hit?
The thug.
The captain?
Yeah.
That's weird. I don't know why you can't. Target him on the combat tracker. Sometimes it does this. Sometimes it doesn't let you target on the map.
Oh shit.
Okay. Nice. And Deimos, did you roll it?
Yeah, I did. He made his save.
Okay. A pillar of fire comes, or of sacred fire comes down from the sky. It's not. It's only a cantrip, so it's not a huge pillar, but it's just like a little burst of energy coming down from the sky. At the same time, your chilling touch comes flying out of the top of the ceiling, hits him in the back, and you could see the skin around the lower part of his neck just like shrivel up and grow dark. Both of you roll stealth to see if they noticed where it came from.
Well, shit.
Yeah. Everyone
Goddamn
in the
Captain
room
Fluffy Paw.
turns towards your direction at that same moment. And you guys should roll initiative.
I'm gonna point to the guys in the corner and say, they did it. We saw them.
You all should roll initiative. Ooh, there's your 20. Okay.
If I won.
And I'll roll for Ajax.
Alright, so Ajax, you want to just like be our sniper on the roof?
If I got enough room to shoot my bow.
That's true.
It's a 5-foot hole, basically, that you all are kind of like crammed in around, so all your heads are like poking down at the same time. You don't have room to really do that, but if everyone drops out first, and you held your action, you could do it after everyone has dropped out from below you.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, so let's see. Oh, the thug captain won the initiative, so he gets hit in the back. He's enraged. He comes rushing in your general direction, and he's just basically standing below you, looking up at you, saying, "The fuck are you guys? Y'all made a big mistake coming down here." Deimos, your turn.
I was like, hey, we're just trying to get that cop. I don't even like cops. We're trying to think, did you guys sell us out?
He kind of looks at you and he says, "All I know is you're not supposed to be down here. Mr. Brooks told us. No one comes down here. We see them, they die. You die."
I say, oh shoot, watch out. The guard's gonna attack you. And I slowly back up and cast Sacred Flame on him.
Okay, roll it again. He crits that
Son
save.
of a bitch.
Okay, are you gonna use any movement? You're all crammed in there.
I'm gonna back up a little bit. I'm not gonna jump in right away.
Alright. Okay. Go ahead, end your turn. This guy's pretty tough. He's pretty imposing. He's a strong figure right in front of you. Now, while that was happening, you hear from that big, that down toward the bottom of the map, there's a big hole, like a chasm in the ground. You hear a lot of skittering and scampering. You think that the combined impact of your sacred flames into the ground kind of set something off. And outside of that chasm rushes a swarm of rats. They just come flowing up out of there, and they attack the first thing that they see, which is this dude. They just jump on top of him and just try to bite into him. He, freaking out,
Poor guard.
says, "Holy shit!" and he starts running this direction, taking another set of attacks from the rats. And he just runs off in this direction. Okay, this thug comes charging down here towards the hole, seeing his boss, and Ajax. being the manly man that he is, just drops down,
Ajax, you fool!
looks at this thug,
You fool.
lets out a battle cry, and goes in with both his scimitars. Connects with one of them. Does it actually gets a good slash in beneath the captain's armor, or the thug's armor. He's going to, what the hell? He'll burn his action surge and go at it again. Yeah, cutting into that same hole in the armor. He uses his other hand and jams his sword in. You can see blood flowing from the side of this this warrior, this rough, imposing warrior. And Ashok, it's your turn.
I still can't shoot or do anything, can I?
It's a little cramped in there with both Euphemia and Deimos in there.
I backed up my turn, so you could move.
All right. I'll give you an attack. You're gonna have to take a -2 on your attack roll, or you can hold your attack until Euphemia is gone.
I might as well try.
Okay. So hit the -2 button down below, and then make your attack.
Not letting me target.
Yeah, you gotta do it on the combat tracker. I don't know why you can't click on these tokens.
Probably because we're still in the other map.
I was gonna say though, if you do wait for this Euphemia to go, you can just get your full bonus. Your full attack.
You want to hold, you want to attack. Alright, he's rolling.
I'll attack.
Oh! Oh, snap.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's on the captain.
yep, it did. It hit him. A bolt comes flying. You knock that arrow, even in tight quarters. You let it loose. It goes punches right through his shoulder. He roars out in pain, but he's still on his feet. The town guard is on the ground. He doesn't do anything. This bandit comes rushing towards Ajax. Swings with his scimitar, and he cuts a nick out of Ajax's shoulder. Euphemia, your turn.
Everyone moved in totally the wrong ways that I wanted. Well, I put one in the... Oh, jeez. So question, if I drop down, where would I drop down?
Pretty much underneath that purple circle that I have drawn there. Anywhere under there.
Purple? Okay.
Or that blue circle that I have drawn there.
Then I'm just going to stay up here, and I'm going to cast Chilling Touch on the guardian, captain, the flag captain.
What's with the crits, guys? Holy
Nice.
crap. Holy crap, yeah. He's in point blank range, and you guys are just laying into him. He's starting to stutter a little bit. His knees are buckling as he's impacted with another burst of necrotic energy.
You can crit 3 times.
Yeah, he has.
I'm going to do Bardic Inspiration on Ajax.
Okay. So Deimos and Ajax both have it. Alright. Out from the depths of that the pit, another swarm of rats comes charging up. They squeak their way up here and they target this. I can target on the map. I wonder if it's.
Our tokens
No,
aren't
it's
on the
because
map.
our tokens aren't on the map. They're still on the other map.
Oh yeah, because you're not here yet. I guess I could put you on the map. Well, they swarm over this bandit who's running away, screaming for his life, and he falls down onto the ground. And they just, if you guys have seen Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull with the ants when they go over the person, it looks kind of like that. They just chew into him and start stripping away his flesh. Just like that. He goes kersplat. Okay. This thug, not knowing what the hell's going on, seeing his boss under attack and just pandemonium all over the place. He just runs towards the middle and is going to attack whatever he can get close to next. This guy, he's making a run for it. He's like, what the hell? He runs in that direction. The captain, in a roar of rage, turns to Ajax. Let's see here. Raises his shield in front of him, and with the large battle axe in his right hand, takes 2 big swings at Ajax. Ajax, being the buff stud that he is, deftly parries with 1 scimitar and sidesteps to the second attack. Deimos, your turn.
All right. Me and Captain jump down that hole. We're
Okay.
gonna start punching.
Okay, so you land. Boom.
Ah, so close to a crit.
That was really close. Okay.
And then I'm gonna use my what's it called? My War Priest thing to use my bonus action for a second attack.
Okay. Go ahead and check it off on your character sheet. Make sure you remember you used it.
Will do. Oh, I missed any ones.
Okay, yeah, he deflects that one with his shield.
I don't have a checklist, but I can use only twice a day.
On your character
So I
sheet.
got 1 left.
On your character sheet.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, I put it on there.
Oh, never mind. Awesome.
Does Bardic, can't he use Bardic Inspiration?
Oh, I just forgot. Can I try to use the Bardic Inspiration on there?
Yeah, you can.
I
Go
forgot
ahead.
I have that. It's a D6, right?
Yeah, go ahead and roll that d6.
1d6.
Ah, damn.
Still a miss. Still a miss.
Worth a shot.
Okay. End your turn. This swarm of rats here, it comes to this body of the guard on the ground, and it just starts swarming over him and just trying to pull him to pieces. You hear him start screaming, hideous screams. This thug comes running up behind you, Deimos, and he pulls out a thick mace from behind his belt, and he swings at you twice. Ooh.
So many crits.
Ooh, crit. Okay, he misses with the second one. But the first one comes straight across your head. You kind of weren't looking since he came from the side. Took you off guard. And a solid blow to the temple. You see, your eyes flash for a little bit. You lose your vision for a second. You're definitely shaken. Ajax, he lays into the captain with both scimitars. Holy cow, are you seeing this?
Yeah. High damage game.
Oh my goodness. I rolled 2 ones, but jeez. Alright, Ashok.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot the captain again.
Okay, he's looking pretty hurt. Okay. You have inspiration if you want to use it.
I'll use it.
You roll a d6. Roll a d6.
Oh, D6.
Yeah,
oh.
Bardic Inspiration. Yep, that's enough for a hit. Go ahead. Okay. That flies through the air. He is looking very, very rough. A second arrow just sprouts out of his chest. You can see blood pouring from multiple wounds all around him. But this time, he's pretty well done. And, okay, the town guard is dead. He's consumed by the pack of rats.
Jeez, they didn't give him a fighting chance.
He kind of fell down to the ground, and they had jumped him before you guys got there. This bandit, he lays into Ajax. Man, who knew Ajax would be such a damaged tank? Yeah, you can't touch him. Euphemia, your turn.
Oh, can't. How do I untarget then? Oh god. Cast Cure Wounds.
Nice. Big heal on Deimos.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
She
We need to get out of there soon.
she leans down since you're staying there. She stretches out her arms as far down as she can. She basically just manages to touch the top of your head, and you can feel a tingle of healing energy just surge down through your scalp. Okay, this swarm of rats goes lunging at this thug over here. Jumps all over him. Yeah, on top of that guy. He is freaked out and starts batting wildly at the rats around him, swinging just like with, yeah, kind of with abandon at this swarm of rats that's enveloping him. This guy, he runs, and then you hear from back there, like, "Ah, damn it! The door's locked!" And he comes rushing back in this direction. Okay. The thug captain, he's on his last couple of hit points. But he's a hardened mercenary. He basically, you see the determination in his eyes. He's not going down without taking someone with him. He turns to you, Ajax. Or
And he
Deimos.
misses.
He turns to Deimos. He pulls out his battle axe and swings at you twice, landing a solid blow around your shield and cracking you straight in the chest. You feel your chainmail absorb some of the impact, but it still collapses, and the force of the blow knocks the wind out of you and pushes you backwards a little bit. But it is your turn.
Alright. I'm not going to go down without a fight either. I'm going to grab onto him. I'm going to unholster the captain. Release the fury. As I,
Heal yourself, goddammit.
and I'm going to... Oh, me and the
Fucking
captain
priest.
are going to punch this thug in the face.
Okay. In a flash of inspiration, and actually you never taught the cat how to do this, but the cat seems to know what's going on. And for a split second acts in a way that probably a normal cat wouldn't, but you don't know if it's your bond with the cat or if it's because it ate diseased rats or for some other reason. It knows exactly what's going on. Jumps into the face of the thug captain and lays in with her claws. He goes, "Ah!" and he raises his hands up just enough to give you advantage on your attacks.
Damn straight. Good kitty.
A useless advantage. Okay. Okay, how do you want to do that?
Alright. Well, first, Deimos unsheaths the greatest weapon in the party, Captain Fluffy Paws, who bursts out of his chest, that goddamn ball of furry fire, latches onto the captain's face. Probably could take it down all by herself, but just for safe measures, Deimos pulled back one swing, clocked him in the side of the head, and it's game over.
You feel bone crack underneath your brass knuckle or your iron knuckle. His eyes roll back into his head as there's definitely hemorrhaging going on inside his skull. You see blood kind of fill his eyes. He crumples to the ground in a heap of dead body. Okay.
And I think that's about all I can do.
You can use your bonus action if you want to use your bonus action.
I'm gonna bonus action healing word on myself.
Okay. So you can target yourself and then hit the healing word heal.
Oops, sorry.
Or just do it manually. Either one.
Okay.
Okay. Did you do your hit points? I can do it. Not a big deal.
Oh, you did. Okay, thanks.
There you go.
I can do it too if you want.
I did it. Alright. So the swarm of rats, actually they're sticking around eating on the blood of the corpse there. They seem to be distracted. This thug, he still has his eyes set on you. He sees his captain go down, and his resolve is kind of shaken for a second, but he gets enough. He pulls himself together just enough to get one attack off on you instead of two, which he misses. Ajax spins and sees this kind of wimpy-looking bandit with a dagger standing next to him, and this is not an imposing character. Ajax just glares into his eyes, and taking both scimitars, just pushes them forward, like slowly, making eye contact with this bandit. Just so you can see the tiefling hate in his eyes. Okay, one of them hits. It draws blood. Ashok, your turn.
Alright. Shoot thug 1.
Okay. You can control click it on the combat tracker, or you can just drag the dice onto the icon of who you want to target. Either one.
Oh, I see it working.
Yep, it works. Ooh, bummer. A 1 on a d8. It flies out. It punches through his arm. He screams out in pain. This bandit lays into Ajax with his sword. He misses. Euphemia, you are up.
I think I will point my hand out. Whoops. There we go. And I'll do Chilling Touch on those rats.
They're just, yeah, the angle of where you're shooting from, it's kind of hard because you're still up in the hole, up in the ceiling. It kind of glances off a stone and flies wide. Okay. This swarm of rats has still trying to get a piece out of this thug. Yeah, they're chewing on him. They're chewing on him pretty hard. He's screaming. He's flailing his arms, trying to fight them off. With both his attacks, he's just smacking into rats left and right, but they're all over him. They're climbing all over him. This bandit comes rushing back, not knowing what else to do. He attacks Ajax and does absolutely nothing. He's kind of cowardly. I think he peed his pants for sure. Deimos, your turn.
Alright. I kind of just turn over, look at that thug number 1, and start going, punch him in the face.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's a solid hit. You like crunch into his nose, and you can feel his nose kind of like crumple underneath your brass knuckle. Blood flying everywhere.
And then, oof. I don't want to use my other healing word. I'm going to actually use my other War Priest thing just for that next attack.
Okay. Yeah. Now this is without the bonus, so
I think I don't get the bonus with this one.
Yeah.
I thought you just could make an additional attack.
yeah, it's additional attack, but
Okay.
the way dual wielding works, you don't get a bonus on your second attack. So it's basically just 4, not 7.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought the War Priest thing gave you just your normal attack again.
Does it?
My
Let me
bad.
see. Let me see. Oh, that was War Priest. I thought you were dual wielding. Okay,
Oh, no,
you're
I
absolutely
didn't draw my
right.
shield yet.
You're absolutely right. So that's full damage.
Okay, and that's me.
Okay. The rats, disengaged, having consumed the body, they jump onto this next pile of bandits behind Ajax. And they can't really do anything to him. He kind of kicks the first few off his feet. On this thug, he's kind of recoiling, blood flowing down his face. You clocked him straight in the head. He's able to shake himself, shake it off a little bit, and focus on you again. But not quite enough to hit you. He swings, but the blood just kind of clouding his vision a little bit. And you're able to deflect one with your shield and sidestep another one of his mace blows. Ajax not wanting to mess around anymore. He just goes full tilt on this bandit next to him. And Ashok, your turn.
Buck
I
one.
suggest using a heal.
To Deimos.
Yeah, Deimos needs some healing.
Do I have to touch him? Am I going to be out of reach?
You can reach all the way down like Euphamia did.
Okay.
Just with your fingertips and touch him if you want.
Alright, Deimos.
A healing ranger.
It's kind of nice.
Who'd have thunk?
We're all terrible at healing, but we all can technically heal.
I can't
Alright.
even explain that. Cure wounds. He's like applying like salves to your head and like massages because he doesn't have.
He rubs my shoulders real
How do
well.
I roll it?
Okay, so you targeted him on your
Yeah.
character sheet under actions. See where at the bottom it says display group. Click on the word group twice, and it goes to
Okay, there it
actions. Yeah. Ah, mini heals. You rub his shoulders a
Massage
little
his
bit. Yeah, you give him a scalp massage, and your head is feeling the tension, a little bit of the tension you had in your scalp, Deimos. It's worked itself out.
Nice.
Scimitar attacks on Ajax. This one he managed to get a lucky nick and on Ajax's side. Euphemia.
Okay. Change tactics. I'm gonna switch to a more easier target that I can actually see. I'm gonna do chill hands.
It hits.
That hits? My god.
Yeah, it flies out. The necrotic energy comes in and like hits him in the top of the head since you're above him. You can see the underneath his scalp, underneath his hair, his scalp is turning black as the necrotic energy seeps into the top of his head. Okay, these rats
I'm done.
are still going crazy on top of this guy, but he's killed enough of them that they're starting to weaken. Yep. He manages, in just like his sheer panic, stomp out the last few of the swarm of rats. You can see like rat blood just pouring off of him. Bandit number 2 is continuing to try to... Ooh, he crits Ajax in the back. And Deimos, you got a thug right in front of you. He just took a chilling touch to the head, and his nose is still crunched from where you hit him.
Alright. Well, I'm punching back in that nose, I guess. Seems like a plan.
Go for it. That hits. You pummel him right in the face. He turns his head a little bit, so it catches him kind of in the cheek, but he still takes the most of the blow.
Alright, I'm gonna hunker down in a defensive position.
Okay. This swarm of rats jumps onto the back of this bandit, and they pull him to the ground. He goes down screaming. That's basically a horrible death, I think, to be eaten by rats. This guy, he's blood pouring everywhere. His face is in tatters. He looks at you, Ajax, Deimos, and he tries to take another swing. And that's all he can do. Ajax will turn, not completely turn, and try to finish off this particularly weak bandit behind him. This is the guy who tried to run away at first, and then not being able to run away, came back. And yeah, he hurts him pretty badly. Ashok, your turn.
I'm gonna try to heal Deimos again.
Okay. Deimos is a tank. Oh my goodness. There's all the ones.
Nah, darn. We got like what, 2 healing spells left in the party?
I think there's at least one potion somewhere.
Yeah, a potion and 2 healing spells. We got this.
Euphemia, your turn.
Mm. Oh no, yeah, almost dead, I guess. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get that chilling touch to hurt him a bit more.
Okay. It flies out. It takes him straight in the face. He stumbles backwards, and you can tell he's hurt quite badly. He's basically on his last leg.
Just so you know, chilling touch doesn't fly out. It kind of just, the hand appears and grasps.
Let me see. Oh yeah, it appears in range. Okay.
And I'm going to use my last bardic inspiration on Deimos.
Deimos is inspired. She sings to you.
Sweet.
Okay, this thug, seeing, having shaken off all the rats on top of him, comes charging in. He tries to basically just tackle Ajax. Actually, he has advantage on this one. One more. Yep, he misses two attacks with advantage, and he can't hit Ajax. Ajax just, he's too fast, he's too good. Parries both attacks with his scimitars. Behind him,
Definitely in 3.
the guard tries to attack him, and Ajax spins really quickly and deflects that attack with his own scimitar. Then he pivots and drives his other sword deep into the bandit's chest. Man, Ajax is a stud here. He turns around and he attacks the thug with his bonus action, but he cannot hit. Okay, Deimos, your turn.
Alright. I yell for Captain Fluffy Paws. We're gonna finish this thug one off. We're both gonna attack him at the same time.
Okay. She jumps up again out of your chest, and claws at his leg. He's distracted by it, so I'll let you have that attack with advantage. So go ahead and roll.
I used the Bardic Inspiration. I still had that.
Oh, was that the boss? Okay, well you hit him. Boom. He flops over in an unconscious heap, kind of convulsing on the floor a little bit.
Alright, I'm on. Yeah, just end my turn.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're good. The swarm of rats comes to Ajax now. He's the next logical target, and they try to climb all over him. They succeed in doing so, and they're slowly crawling up his legs, and they're biting into him and clawing into him. You hear him grunt and move uncomfortably as they sink their teeth into his hip. He is going to use his bonus action to second wind himself. Okay, use that. And then with his normal attack, he's going to try to take a swing at the thug, but the rats are climbing around him too much that he's not able to attack effectively. Ashok, you see your friend Ajax basically being swarmed over by rats, and he has a kind of burly ruffian pounding at him with a mace from the other direction. What do you do?
Try to shoot the thug that's hitting him.
Okay. That's a hit. You and your ones, man. It comes in, it nicks the back of his neck. You see a reaction as it definitely draws blood. Euphemia, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna drop down.
Okay.
You would say that the thug is within 5 feet of the swarm, right?
Yes. The swarm is
I'm gonna
basically right
take
on top of
my
Ajax.
two-handed sword. I'm gonna take my sword by both hands, and I'm going to like point it up, and it's gonna burst into purple flame.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna attack the thug with it.
Okay. Go ahead and make the normal attack. Yeah, you crunch him
And
in
the
the back
purple
with the
flame's
sword.
gonna leap from the blade onto the rats.
Okay. So you can target the rats and then hit the damage icon on the spell. Oh. There you go.
It says for some reason I got a 2 and a 1d8.
The 1d8 is at later levels. I think at level 5, the spell will also add 1d8 fire to your attack. But right now, it only does 2 splash damage, yeah. Fire damage flickers out purple flames. As you swing and strike this thug in the back with your longsword, purple flames also lick out forward and continue forward, and you see some of the rats that are swarming over Ajax fall off, and as they're caught on fire.
2.
Pretty cool.
I'm done.
Okay. This thug, after feeling the impact of that blow, spins around, surprised at what just happened. He's going to attack you, Euphemia.
Where's the thug that got away? Wasn't there?
No one got away. He
Yeah,
tried.
the door was locked.
He said that the door was locked, but he's so distracted with his spin, and you're ready for it. So you parry one of his attacks with your sword, and you're able to duck under his second attack. Ajax, facing him from behind, is gonna lay in with his scimitar, crits him
Damn.
right through the back of the head, and then misses with the second attack. Oh, that's 8 damage onto him. Actually, that's enough to kill him. Boom. Plus 8 damage. Yeah, so Ajax crits him right through the back of the head. So the thug spins around to attack you, Euphemia. Ajax takes that opportunity, even though he's got rats crawling over him, all over him. He thrusts his scimitar forward, and it pierces right in the soft spot in the back, at the nape of the where the neck meets the base of the skull, and he basically skewers it forward, pushing it deep, a good 8 inches into the back of his head. Blood and brain fluid is pouring out around the entry wound. Okay. Deimos, you still see your friend covered in these ravenous, unnaturally hungry rats.
All right. I'm just gonna hit those rats with some sacred flame around the back area.
Okay.
Hmm.
They fail. Yeah, fire comes down and you see individual rats burning off. Okay. They surge forward and with just renewed energy, they still try to bite Ajax, but there's fewer of them, so they're not quite as effective. Ajax he continues to flail with his scimitars, trying to strike individual creatures off of him. Ashok, your turn.
I'm gonna jump down.
Okay. You plop down right here.
And I'll shoot.
Okay, so you're a little bit too close to shoot here. Let's put you back there, because 5 feet,
Yeah.
you would be at disadvantage.
Yeah, just blocking my keyboard.
You're targeted correctly. You hit. Nice. With that, you skewer a large number of them. There's only a handful of rats left. Euphemia, go ahead and finish them off.
Okay. Just want to bring my sword up.
Yep, that does it. They splatter across the ground as you come over and you kick a few of them, you step on a few of them, and using your sword, slice the rest of them in half.
First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check that flag captain.
Okay. There's a comm. You guys are. It was a tense fight. You've been bloodied. You've used. There's a lot of healing spells going back and forth. There's blood everywhere. You look around a little bit. You look at the corpses on the ground. Okay. So you want to look at the thug, Captain?
Captain, yeah.
Okay. He had on him a battle axe, a couple of hand axes, and studded leather armor and a shield.
Did he have a key?
You fish around on him, and he does in fact have a key.
That's the only thing I'm interested in.
Okay.
I'll equip that studded leather if you let me.
Okay, so I'm going to put it into the party sheet. So there's studded leather armor there. He had a battle axe. And a couple of hand axes. And a shield. If anyone wants that
After
stuff.
I grab that key, I'm going to go over to the guard and check his body.
The town guard?
Yeah.
All right. You guys want the hand axe and battle axes? Because I'll just hold on to them. We can sell them later if you want. I can carry a decent amount.
Just as long as I get some gold out of it.
Alright,
I don't care.
I'm putting it onto the party sheet. We can divvy it up in a second. There's a few more things to find here still.
What was on the guard cap, or the guard?
Town guard, he has a longsword and a javelin and a shield.
No potions or any information paperwork.
Nope. He's just a normal town guard.
All right. I'm gonna search these barrels and whatnot, and like the surrounding areas.
Okay. You walk over to those barrels, and you see there's these. Which ones are you? The top set or the bottom set?
I'll check the top one first.
Okay. You go over to the top one, and that's not so much barrels. Those are crates and boxes of a different size and different markings on them. You see this one insignia. It looks like basically it's like an open bag of a full bag of gold. But it's like the insignia that's on it. A full bag of gold, overlaying the letter B. It's stamped on all the crates.
Probably stands for Brooks.
And as you fish through some of the boxes, you I'll dump it all into the party inventory.
I'm gonna check out the other people too, see what they have.
Okay, so you
Oh
find
shoot, healing ones.
you find a bunch of gems. You find a couple of superior potions of healing. You find a potion that's after you guys are experienced travelers. You identify it quickly as a potion of fire giant strength. You find a curious backpack. It's very odd looking. It actually looks like this.
Loading image? I've never seen a backpack like that.
Well, whenever it loads.
It seems like a perfect backpack for the cat. Just throwing it out there.
That's a bard backpack.
No, that doesn't look like a bar pack. That looks like a carrying thing. It's a
It
portable.
has a freaking loot on it.
Oh, no.
Loops.
No.
It doesn't have the
Portable-
instruments on it. There's
I'm
just
not-
this picture.
I'm gonna,
Portable cat
don't,
house.
don't give me an instrument that there's nothing on it.
There's no
I'm gonna
instruments
take
on
the
it.
backpack.
Okay, you immediately
I'm gonna
grab
take
it,
the
and,
backpack.
and it doesn't feel like a normal backpack. It feels a lot lighter than it's supposed to. You can tell that there's something magical about it.
Can I use my ritual identification?
Okay,
Oh.
that'll take you a few minutes to cast. So while you're casting that, the rest of you there's various gems and there's gold. There's about
I
150
swipe
gold
the sword.
and 1,300 silver and 1,300 copper scattered in, that
Let's
you
just
find
split
inside
up
these
the
boxes.
gold and everything.
Okay.
That studded leather, did I equip that?
Yes,
Or
you
is it
did.
just in my... Oh, I did, okay.
What's in your inventory?
How do I equip it?
Oh, you just need to change your armor class.
Alright, so, do you just want to kind of stick all this, the gems and the gold? Well, we can split the gold up, but we just want to stick all the gems and the valuables to whoever has the backpack.
Yeah, I can carry that stuff. I'm pretty good at haggling, considering.
Alright, and then
I
we
can
got
probably
this,
get a really good price for it.
yeah, fire giant strength potion. I think we should give that to the cat, because it'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
You want the potion? Who wants
You
the potion?
know, I am totally not against that idea.
Okay, here.
Honestly, I kind of want the potion on account of, for some reason, along this campaign, I think it'd be kind of funny eventually around one.
Okay, you can grab it from the party sheet. You should be able to just grab it to drag it to your inventory.
Is that okay with everybody, though? I don't want to take it if someone else wants it.
Take it. I don't care.
Ajax, you want it?
No thanks.
Okay.
I'm taking the.
Awesome.
What's the maximum dex bonus?
Leave
I
the
can
gems,
get studded?
Euphamia, leave the gems in there. It's a lot easier for me to sell those things if it's in the party inventory than if it's in your inventory.
But I like to carry them.
We'll say everything in the party sheet is inside the backpack.
No, I want them.
Alright,
Okay.
should we use these
I'll just have to move them back
superior
later.
potions of healing on, me and Ajax, just to get us up? Or actually, Ajax doesn't really need one yet, does he?
Ajax is 7 damage and 20 hit points, so he's okay.
Oh, that's way more healing than I thought it did.
Yeah, the superior is pretty buff. It's actually it's a lot. You might want to just hold down to your higher levels.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll hold on to one. Ajax, do you want one of them?
What is it?
They're these sick-ass sweet healing potions.
I'll take one.
Oh, do you mind if I take that not that great healing potion that you have, just to heal myself up?
Yeah, take it.
Alright.
We can do a short rest.
You guys could
On the
try to do a
detail.
short rest here if you wanted.
I'm just kind of afraid
Did
because
I
there's a bunch of
Get a
rats.
backpack yet?
Okay, you guys have finished that, and this is what you get for the backpack.
It's like one of those backpacks of make things light.
Did you use my potion?
No, not yet. I was thinking though, if we do take a short rest, we should at least climb up this little hole. Because if the rats come, if we're taking a short rest, we'll be able to see them coming.
Okay. I think Ajax would want this battle axe probably.
You know what my AC is supposed to be then, since I got new armor?
I think you're adding plus 2 years. I think that's what it does for studded leather stuff.
Studded leather is 12 plus your dex. So yeah, you did that correctly. Okay, so Ashok got 1 potion of superior healing, and Deimos, you wanted the other one?
Yeah, I'm taking the other one. Just hold on
Okay.
to. And then I'm gonna. I don't know how to switch from Ajax to my inventory, but I was gonna use that other small potion that he had.
It's 2d4 plus 2 healing, so go ahead and roll the heal. And Ashok, you can delete the potion of healing from your inventory.
Or do we want to try to take a short break? Short
Either
rest.
one. Up to you guys.
I'm just kind of afraid of more rats coming.
I think we should do a short rest, and if we see rats, I'll heal you with it.
Okay. I still say we get up into that hole. I mean, not the hole, but climb back up just so we don't get surprise attacked.
Did you guys want to look anywhere else first?
Is there any other? I mean, I'm gonna be
Did you look at
searching
the
around.
ones down there? The barrels down there?
Yeah, I searched all the barrels. I'm gonna look behind the hole and, I mean, kind of be stealthy and kind of look down the hole too.
Okay, as you walk down there, you see that these barrels are different. They're barrels. Whereas up north there were crates. Down here these are actual barrels. There's several of them. There's a good 8 or 9 of them. Well, you count them. There's 9. They also have that insignia on it. It's the bag of gold overlapping the letter B. But some of these one of these barrels has leaked, has a crack in it, and there's this green liquid. It's poured out across the ground. It's kind of seeping everywhere, and some of it has poured down into the hole where the rats came from. It has a very pungent, unique smell to it. It smells both like rotting and herbal smell at the same time.
Knowledge
All right.
nature on it.
Go for it. Roll a nature check. Does anyone want to help him before he rolls?
I mean, if I can give him advantage, I'm gonna try. But I'm gonna kind of try to move those boxes as much as I can without touching this stuff.
You could give him guidance. They would give him plus a d4 on top of a check.
I'll do that then. Yeah.
Okay, so roll a d4 also.
There's the one.
Okay, you can tell that it's a natural substance. You can tell that it is, while it's natural, it's not a normal type of herb or medicinal item. It has very powerful natural properties to it. Let's just put it that way. It's not a poison. It's not a medicine. Looking at the barrels, you see that they're pretty much all filled with it.
Alright, I'm gonna cast some guidance on myself, and I'm gonna try to give myself a nature check on it.
Okay.
While I'm moving stuff.
Oh, exactly what you needed. Okay. You recognize it a little bit more clearly. In your travels in the past, you've come across this substance before. It's a very rare and very dangerous substance. It's basically here. Let me type it here. It's only harvested from certain areas in rare groves around the world. It's a high commodity on the black market, used for a lot of basically illegal alchemical potions, and it can be distilled down into some powerful magical concoctions.
Alright. Well,
I ask, is it poison?
I was like, I don't.
Yeah, not in of itself.
Yeah, so I'm gonna actually empty my water flask, and I'm gonna fill it up all the way I can with this stuff.
Okay.
Not really just to use, but mainly for like evidence and stuff.
Okay.
And then try to block this stuff off away from the hole as much as possible.
Okay. So you move some barrels around. The one that has a crack in it, it's about, you can tell it's been seeping for a while. It's maybe a third of the way full. You're careful not to get any on your hands, but you are able to fill up your water flask with it, and then you move that away from the hole so it stops the trickle of the pouring the stuff down the hole.
All right. Do we see other searching things around here? Or?
No, that about does it.
All right, guys.
So what are we
Still say
gonna
we
do?
I say we take a short rest first.
But you want us to climb back up that hole?
I say I still don't trust if there's like some random attack. We can at least have a little bit of warning before stuff just runs in at us.
How are we gonna get back up there though?
It's 5 feet. I mean, we can rest here if you really want. If not,
It's
if
more like
someone just
10
gets on
feet.
someone else's shoulders. Well, yeah. I mean, if someone gets on someone's shoulders, we can probably eventually get us to work, right?
Yeah,
Or we
it'll
can stack
take
some barrels on top of each other.
Yeah, that would work. All right, you guys move some crates over. You're able to climb back up into the little hole. There's not much room up there to comfortably lie down and sit. You'd have to do a little bit more climbing to get to some kind of ledge where you could actually take a rest, but you managed to do so. You're further up in the passageway.
Well, if we're gonna take a rest, then I'm gonna do the healing song. Or rest of healing, or song of rest?
Okay, Song of
That's
Rest.
what it's called.
So go ahead and roll for that.
What is it again?
I think it's a D6, isn't it? Let me see.
I don't know, I'm trying to find it and I can never find it. Because it's not
Yep.
considered an ability. and It's
1D6.
annoying. Okay, so... that's a 4, that's 6.
Oh, everyone heals for 6 hit points. Very nice.
Nice.
Okay. Did you? I'll do yours, Deimos. There you go. You got it. Okay. All right.
You probably could spend your last dice. Yeah.
Okay. After about an hour, you guys have recovered. You feeling refreshed. What would you like to do?
Can I
So
ask
we-
you something?
Yes.
Are we actually calculating weight? Encumberment and stuff like that?
If it becomes an issue, like if I see someone doing crazy stuff, right now no one's anywhere near it. You guys don't even have full armory gear yet.
Yeah. But you just kind of gave us a bag of holding.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
So-
I was wondering, what's the chances of it, like, being pierced?
It'd be pretty extraordinary. I'm not gonna blow that thing up on you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say, if one battle can make it, like, be destroyed, I was like, why don't we just sell the damn thing, because it's not worth it. Which would be really fucking hard.
Yeah. You'd have.
But
yeah,
if you're not gonna destroy it on us, then I'd keep it.
Yeah. It's just a practical thing to have you guys move around stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
Sweet.
And also, so you can use
that's
your
my
party tab.
OOC questions.
Okay. So you guys what do you want to do? You want to climb up or do you want to
What do
go
you mean
back
party
down?
tab?
The party
So we
inventory. You can
Go
leave things
through
in
at
there
a locked door.
on the party sheet, the inventory tab. You can leave stuff in there. That would basically be the bag of holding.
Yeah, but wouldn't that get messed up with stuff that you are gonna loot for us?
Not necessarily. Because we can distribute out and
Because
you can
there's
put stuff back
also
in there.
party inventory.
That is a list of what everyone actually has on them.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a list of your individual stuff. Anyway, we can figure it out later. But on the party sheet, that top right, that's an easy place to keep things. Okay. You guys go head to the door.
So as he heads for the door, I'm gonna toss him the key.
Okay. It's an old, rusted up metal door, but the key goes in and it does work. It creaks open. You guys find yourself in what looks like a built, or at least some kind of worked hallway. There are markings on the wall, and it's moving. There's a rank smell. You see some markings on the wall, and you're able to deduce pretty quickly that this is the sewer system that's underneath Amberbrook. The hallway goes to the left, and it goes to the right.
Do I see anything on either ways?
Give me a. Are you actually looking around for evidence of something?
Yeah, I'm just looking down both areas.
Okay. To the left, you see a set of steps down, about 30 feet away from you, that goes upwards. A set of steps going up. To the right, it's just basically a dark hallway.
All 120 feet away.
Yeah, I'd say it goes about that far.
And I don't see anything down there.
Nope, it's a long, dark hallway. You see some offshooting passages to the left and to the right.
The one that had with the stairs, do they lead up to light?
Yes.
I'll say we go that way first.
You guys can hear water, moving water from down the hallway to the right.
I say we go up the stairs and make sure it leads where I think it leads.
Okay.
And everyone's AFK, so...
Alright, so you guys head up the stairway. You find yourself, let me pop this back up in front of you guys. You entered here. You find yourself down, let's see, popping up from like in the middle of a field. There's a staircase that comes up out of the ground, kind of in this area here.
Do I know what the building is? That's right next to it?
You're standing next to a restaurant. It's just basically a sewer access, kind of like just a tunnel that goes down into the ground. You hear the hustle and bustle, people walking by. Some kids look at you as you walk up out of the sewer access in the ground. He says, "Mommy, Mommy!" And she says, Don't look at the strangers." Okay. You guys made it out.
Someone AFK.
What?
User disconnected from your channel.
Oh, Ashok got disconnected as he was trying to talk there. Jeff, you want to do anything? Oh yeah, everyone's AFK. It's just you.
That's what I've been saying.
I didn't know Ashok was as well. Well, we can take a breather for a second. Is there anything that you wanted to do or wanted to know on your character?
No, I'm just...
The bank is over here.
The only reason I was talking about, self-inventory and stuff like that, because I think it can be interesting to have someone that actually kept track of the stuff for the group.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of just having, fancy grounds do it. You could take something away, in my opinion.
Well, it's up to you guys. It's up to the party.
User entered your channel.
Up to the party how you guys want to manage it. I imagine most parties like to have a party inventory, which is basically the bag of holding. So all the stuff goes in there. Probably all the gold and the gems get stuffed into there. But
yeah, but someone is in a regular game, isn't someone in charge of that? But since, it seems kind of like lazy mode to have this program do it for you.
What are you proposing that you guys do?
I was going to do it. Just, be like a party inventory person.
It's up to everyone else. Up to the party.
Yeah, I just say for like random gems and crap that we're all gonna like sell, or like all the extra weapons and stuff we're not gonna use that we're gonna sell, we'll just stick that all in the same thing. But like potions and whatnot, we should all hold on to our own stuff.
Yeah, but with the gyms and stuff like that, if we have like good vendor selling person, then having them selling for a better than average price,
Yeah,
or for
that's fine.
trading,
Yeah, so whoever can do
keeping
that
them
can just
in
pull all the crap.
a basic inventory.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. If we kept it in a basic inventory, though, anyone could just start moving around shit and messing shit up.
Moving from character to character gets tricky because Fantasy Grounds doesn't handle that easily. Really, if you want to do loot, it has to go through the party sheet. Because if you grab something and dragged it over to Deimos, it would just duplicate it. But if you drag it to the party
No, that's
sheet,
not what
it
I'm
moves
talking
it.
about, though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, if I have all the gems in my thing,
Mhm.
I could just say, well, I can trade you this gem, and this gem for, like, this plus a 4 Ajax, and then I just delete them out of my inventory and you trade it over.
Could do that.
The armor.
It's up to you guys. If you wanted to sell anything, though, I would just move it back to the party sheet anyway, because there's an automated selling and dispersal feature here.
Yeah, it makes it easier.
Yeah, but I'm talking about trade because, I don't know, I'm kind of like the person that believes that you don't carry like 50,000 gold, in a small bag on your side. You carry gems because a gem is worth a lot more than a gold and it's a lot easier to carry.
That's why you have a bag of holding. Because you could put 50,000 gold in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you can
that's
literally
just
stick a
lazy.
mountain of gold in there.
Until it breaks and then you lose all.
I mean, it's really freaking hard to break one. I mean, maybe if you stuck like, I don't know, like an ancient red dragon inside your bag, it might break.
Damn, where am I going to put my ancient red dragons?
Okay. Well, you guys popped out. You're basically at the corner of the market district here. I circled on the map. I circled your
The wrong place. You moved it.
the gem. This is the jeweler. If you want to sell anything, any of your gems there, it'd be pretty easy to do. What do you guys want to do?
Well, I think we've found why the rats were getting the rat issue. Even though we could probably explore more of the sewers, but I think we completed our job that we were paid to do.
Wait, did we go through that
So-
locked door or no?
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
went out to the locked door. You went to you found a hallway that basically went up some stairs to the left or to the right. It just continued on further down into the sewer system of Amberbrook.
Oh, okay.
So you
We
guys,
explored the more of the sewer system, but I don't think that has anything to do with the job. Since we killed the thugs.
I mean,
that
it could
were
be where the
poisoning.
boss is. If we want to be good people, so this stuff doesn't happen
Probably,
again.
But
I mean,
it's not really what we were hired to do. So
that's true.
kind of
Get
completed our
paid
job.
experience.
Oh,
Mainly,
whatever
we
you
could
want to
clean
do.
up this town. If we clean up the town, there could be a chance that we could commune with the gods a little bit better.
I doubt it, especially if that god is dead. Then it doesn't
mean,
matter
let's
what
take a
happens
random
in this
god, I
freaking
don't care.
village.
I mean, shoot, I'll
Wow.
take that. Whatever.
Great
moon
pantheon you have
god.
there.
What? Doesn't matter.
so
Yeah, at least my
Deimos,
god's alive. So
for finding your you were talking with the priest last week, and he was telling you that to try to reconnect with your god, you basically need to spend some quality time at the temple, like focused amounts of time meditating and praying.
Well, all right. I mean, I'm assuming like in between jobs and stuff, I'll be doing that stuff.
Okay.
Also, I do kind of want to go back to the blacksmith. I want him to make up brass knuckles, except the thing that can and I guess like a thing that can like hold a gem. I'm gonna get real nerdy. I'm gonna see if I can get more like magic gems. I'm gonna make a infinity gauntlet if that's possible.
Okay. Okay.
Well, the question is, though, still, are we going back into the sewer? Are we going to finish this contract?
I say we finish the contract.
Are we turning it in, finishing it, or are we exploring a random sewer that might lead to something that might be considered finishing it?
Well, I think before we explore, we need to have a rest.
Yeah, we need to really pretty much finish a session so we can get a full rest in.
And
I
I
say
want to tell
we turn in the contract and see if we can get another contract to go explore or clean out the sewer.
Yeah,
Because
he
we
might be able
didn't
to
get
pay
a
us.
contract. Yeah, let's get another contract. Then we can clean out the sewer.
Yeah. Okay, sounds good to me.
Ashok, what were you saying?
I was saying that we should probably tell Johns and that guy who sent us down here that Mr. Brooks is behind some sort of sinister plot.
Okay.
Do you know who that is?
Brooks, yeah. That was the first person we met when we got drugged to Amberbrook.
I don't remember who that is.
The guy that took us on the wagon, that was his boss, and his boss was kind of a jerk.
Yeah, he like runs
You mean
the
the
place.
guy that runs the town?
Yeah, he runs the merchant
So
guild.
you want? Yeah. So you want to tell the guy that probably pays the check of the other guy that guy is bad?
Well, I think Captain Johns is clean. The other guy I thought might be because he gave us a contract to begin with. Maybe he expected us to die
Maybe,
too, so
but-
that could be.
Sounds like they were trying to poison the guards, and that's probably what Ajax or the guard captain is sick from. So he's technically trying to kill the guard captain.
Yeah, that's a good theory.
Well, you did find all that stuff, and the rats were poisonous, and that's probably why everyone's sick up in the tower.
Hey, if that's what's making people sick, would that person who did that knowledge check on it,
Deimos
I did.
found it out.
would he know if there's like a antidote for it or a cure?
I think it's just a random reagent and stuff.
Yeah, it's you guys know enough about it now that you identified it. It is a reagent used for alchemical purposes. Some of the more potent alchemy experiments, and some of the forbidden stuff actually. It's a highly valuable commodity on the black market, but most reputable alchemists won't really deal in it. So it would be worth a lot, but it would have to be done, be sold and moved and shipped in secret.
But we know that it's the cause of the poison and the rats and people getting sick.
The rats, you saw, it was pretty much directly linked to the rats. Everything else you don't know.
Well, I'm obviously guessing.
Okay.
That's my theory.
What do you guys want to do?
I'm very. Okay, no, I'll shut up.
I think we should go to Captain Johns.
Yeah, that's probably the best bet.
Okay. You
That's
guys.
on his guard's dead too.
Oh yeah, he's missing a guard.
We'll tell him that he came with us and he was a brave soul, but unfortunately the
It was so kind of
thugs
him to come
that
with
yeah,
no
he was
extra
doing
cost.
his duty.
I mean, yeah, it was just he just wanted to help that badly.
And his family should be
Wonderful guy.
compensated.
Okay. So you
For
head
the
back.
cat, the cat with armor, he would love that.
You head up the
By
hill.
the way, I'm keeping track of the cat's experience.
You head up the hill. You go to the training grounds. You see men fighting there and training there. And Captain Johns, he sees you guys walk up. He says, "Oh, friend Ashok, good to see you. Good to see you." He hacks up a little bit, coughing a little.
It's just right, Ashok.
We're just getting ready for our combat training. Would you care to join us?
Absolutely, but I have some important news for you first.
News. Tell me.
Well, what's that guy's name that sent us down in the sewer? I forgot.
Quentin.
Quentin. Are you familiar with Quentin?
Yes, I am. He's a good man.
Well, Quentin sent us down in the armory to figure out why rats were infesting his stock, and that they were diseased. So we went down there to go clean out his rat problem, and we killed a bunch of rats and went down further into the armory, and we ambushed a gang of thugs working for Mr. Brooks, and they were peddling that green.
As soon as you say the word Brooks, his eyes go wide, and he kind of puts his hand over your mouth. He puts his hand up to his lips. He looks around. The other men are still. There's people. There's men, soldiers, kind of like training. There's mock combat going around, and this guy's doing exercise and that kind of stuff. He says,
This would be a conversation best held in privacy.
Let's go have it.
He says, You say Quentin sent you.
Yes.
I believe it would be wise if we spoke with him as well.
You think you can trust him, or did he send us to die?
No, Quentin is a good man. I know him.
Okay.
he leans over. He has another coughing fit, and then he waves over one of his sergeants and tells him to take over the training exercises, and he accompanies you down the hill.
While we're going down the hill, I just look at the captain. By the way, they're the reason why you're sick.
He looks at you oddly.
You know of this sickness?
No, but they had enough reagents and they were poisoning the rats to spread the sickness in your fort, which you seem to have quite a bit of.
I know not what you speak of, lady. I've had this particular affliction for close on 10 years. It grows worse. However, I've not been quite well since after the war.
Hmm.
Okay.
What war?
Why, the great civil war that tore our nation in asunder. Hasselin was once one nation with our neighboring country, Courland. There's a great feud between nobles. I fought on the side of what I thought was the just. However,
He leans over and starts coughing some more.
However, when it comes to war, one never really knows which side is the right and which side is the wrong. All I know now is that there are two nations, Hasselin and Courland, where previously there were one, and there are good many brave and righteous men that now fertilize the plants.
Okay. You guys make it to your to the clerk's office. You step inside, and upon seeing all the group of you and Captain Johns, Quentin kind of he stands up and he ushers you into like a private meeting room. He says, Good Captain, you have come as well. What is going on here? You have met these travelers." He turns to you. "Did you accomplish the work that I sent you upon?"
Who's he talking to?
All of you.
Oh, I say, yeah, we have. We found out was that guy, I keep forgetting his name, that there was these thugs that were working for him. They had pretty much an underground storehouse, and it had this the wormwood extract in it, and it was making all the rats sick, which was spreading disease around.
Who do you say these men worked for?
Well, I know the symbol. It's a bag full of gold with a D, I
Bag of
think.
gold.
He says, "Do you have evidence of this? This is very important."
Well, I pull out my my little water sack, and I put like a couple drops on his desk of that the wormwood extract.
Okay, he looks at it. He smells it a little bit. He dabs his finger in it and touches it to his tongue. Yes, this is wormwood. It's pure stuff.
There's barrels under that armory that you sent us to of this stuff, and many of them have the seal.
It sounds like you made
And a
your
lot
way.
of thugs.
Sounds like you made your way to our sewer system. Oh my. So he scratches his head a little bit. And he's thinking a little bit. Yes, yes. He sits down. He points to some chairs in the room. He invites you all to sit as well. He says, I must admit, my friends, I did send you on this journey because I knew you came from Captain John's and you could be trusted. I suspected as much. The rat infestation was curious and suspicious. I was hoping that perhaps it would eventually lead to some other evidence, but this is beyond what I could have hoped for. He looks. Horace Brooks is the head of the Merchants Guild. He exerts great influence over this town. He exerts great influence over my uncle, the governor. He uses this town for his own profit, to smuggle goods through the country, from nation to nation. He uses this river to transport his goods. He sidesteps having to pay taxes because of his influence with my uncle. He extorts local businessmen, making them pay him protection money. This Horace Brooks, he is a blight upon our town, but he is too powerful. I have been slowly, over the past few years, been collecting evidence against him. But there are many people around town who are under his employ. I fear that there are spies, even amongst people that we know, who may be reporting to him. He is a powerful man. He is a dangerous man. My hope is to supplant him from power, to break his monopoly. But I need quite a bit more than I have to be able to do that.
What more do you think there is to get?
I do not know, but this is a very large step. This is very good. This evidence you have brought me, I will do some further investigating, but I believe it will bring us somewhere.
I tell him about that, we kind of just took out, looked through the first part of the passage, and there was more to the sewer system. That seemed like,
Ashok,
What?
it could go somewhere.
you're making a lot of extra sound.
There's a lot of crinkling. Are you eating something or throwing something
Oh.
away? He says, "Oh, the sewer system? It's a old, large sewer system. There were some closed-off passages. However, it's simply a sewer system."
I completely understand that, but I do think that this is where they're trying to do their main thing of operation, and it's real easy to hide something in a place that no one checks.
The captain says, "I might be able to help in this regard. I have some men who are loyal to me. I could have them do some further investigating, perhaps retrieve some evidence of this symbol that you spoke of. If you would tell me where
By
this
the way,
cache was, we might be able to secure the wormwood, or at least evidence of it."
Captain, one of your guards came with us and helped, but he was killed by a large group of rats that were infected
He was a brave
by
soul.
this stuff.
You can tell he's taken aback a little bit, but after a
He led
second,
the vanguard.
he nods his head. He says, "Death does come to us all, and to die in battle, especially amongst honorable friends, it's a good death."
I tell him that's a bunch of bullshit. I know firsthand it kind of sucks.
That goes against everything he believes, so he kind of just ignores you.
Fair enough.
Okay.
But if we could have a couple of his like a couple of his good men to come down with us. We'll maybe, I don't know, explore the rest of the sewers or stuff like that. That'd be amazing.
Okay. He says, "You tell me when and where I will arrange the men."
And also, it is a pretty perilous journey. So if we could probably put together some gear and whatnot, just to make sure we're all prepared. Mainly
Cures and
healing
potions.
potions.
That's what we need the most.
He kind of tilts his head a little bit and he says, "Potions. We are of short supply. I am afraid that the primary alchemist in town, he's under the direct employ of Horace Brooks. And that man, he keeps us on a trickle. For some reason, he does not want us to acquire a stockpile of healing supplies."
Well, that's fair enough. But if, I mean, even one or two would be sufficient. Anything helps.
"I will see what I can do."
Probably means our enemy has a nice stockpile, and anyone that wants to help us won't.
He says, "Oh, speaking of which, this has been very good work. I appreciate it. I will consider this contract fulfilled, and for your continued cooperation and perhaps silence as we investigate a little bit more. I hope that you."
I pull the contract out of my pocket and give it to him.
Yeah, he says, "I hope that I can trust you all to aid in the future." So he hands you 300 gold. And says, "Let us continue our conversation in days to come."
300. Didn't he say like 50?
Nope,
Something
nope.
like that?
He completely said 300.
Yeah. Now he knows he gave you more than what the contract was for. He says this is
Yeah.
this is for added
why.
work. Okay.
All right, awesome.
All right. It's getting fairly late in the day now. It's probably around 5 p.m. What would you guys like to do?
Well, I'm
By
gonna head
we
back to
didn't
the
level by
temple.
chance at all, did we?
At the end of the session, you'll level up.
Yeah, I'm
You're
gonna
not
be.
going to give us like an inch so we could cast restoration on the guard captain?
Not right now.
We
Not
need
right now.
the spell. Ah,
Yeah. No, I'm heading back to the temple. I need to keep diligently trying to get in contact with some gods. I'm gonna keep calling all their numbers.
Okay. All right. You guys head back to the temple. And just for the sake of accelerating the story a little bit, I'm gonna. So here's your long rest. Let's see. So Quentin said asked for a number of days. He said he needed several days to investigate. He said, "I will contact you when I am ready, when I have more information. But please lay low for some time. This may take a while." So he's asking you to.
did you give us 300 gold? Or 100 gold each? Or
It was 60.
I spread it out across the party. It's in the chat.
well, wouldn't it have been 100 each?
Well, Ajax here.
I guess I have Kieran
Oh, it
in the
is?
thing too. Yeah, Ajax is there as well. I'll
Because
put-
I only have 173. I thought it would have more after that. Finish.
I think we got all the gold
yeah, you got it all.
that we're supposed to. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, you guys recuperate over that night. Deimos, go ahead and roll me 3 religion checks.
Actually, I don't even know if my religion checks are any good.
I was practicing my loot, by the way.
Okay.
Over your side.
That
Do I get anything?
that. Okay, so we'll do Deimos. All right, so that's exactly 40.
Oh, nice.
Pretty good. Okay, Euphemia, go ahead and roll me 3 performance checks. Oh yeah. You got it too. Okay. Ashok, go ahead and roll me 3. Let's see. You're trying to get back your dexterity. Okay, dexterity checks. Acrobatics checks. Do an acrobatics. Yeah.
1 second. Got proficient in that.
That's Arcana. Acrobatics I'm looking for.
Well, acrobatics.
Yeah, sorry.
Makes more sense. Okay, what is
And
that?
I guided him.
Okay. Go ahead and give me the d4s just to help out. You get
Yes.
2 more. You get 2 more.
2 more.
2 more
D4s?
d4s, yeah. Okay. There you go. Alright. So all of you, a couple days go by. Ashok, you and Ajax go back to training. As you're working with the captain, you exchange the occasional knowing look, but he tells you to keep it hush hush for now. You get the sense that he doesn't trust all of the men that are around that are part of the town guard. So he won't even talk to you about anything that you've heard while in the training yard or even in the dormitories or anything. But over that time, you are able to do some good work. You're over, I'd say, a good 3 or 4 days, and you get back. I'll add it to your stat sheet. You get back 1 strength and 1 dexterity, and you regain your proficiency in athletics.
Cool.
Okay. There you go. So I updated your quest. Okay, Euphemia, you spent some time at the temple, and over the next 5 days or so, you're practicing with Ava. And Ava is kind of like I mentioned earlier. She's a brilliant musician. She, you know a lot about music, and you're quite good at it. But it's like she lives and breathes music. So you spend late nights with her talking about musical theory, and talking about your favorite compositions, and she helps you. She really helps you working on your lyre work. You get back with your stats. 2 charisma and 1 point to wisdom and intelligence. Okay. Deimos, you spend some time deep into the night praying, and over the course of the first 4 days, as you're lifting your thoughts and your mind, your consciousness up into the heavens, trying to reach out to some sense of the divine, you find nothing. It's almost as if there's interference, like a veil has been drawn across the heavens, so nothing is getting through. But with the encouragement of the priest Philto Pendulas, you persevere. On the 5th day, it's later into the evening. On the 5th day, you haven't eaten all day long. Your stomach is empty. You're really putting your heart and your blood and your sweat and tears into reaching out. Your prayers are ushering forward, and in a flash of inspiration, you can feel the veil part, you sense the divine again. Immediately, you reach out for your god Tyr, the god of justice. And over the course of an hour or so, you reach out for him. Your consciousness is searching for him, searching the heavens, and you feel nothing. But a voice does come to you, and it says, "You, cleric, mortal, servant of the god Tyr, you are the first to have reached out to us in a long time. Who are you?"
Deimos.
Deimos. The mortal? The one of legend?
Well, I wouldn't put it all at that, but yeah, I'm a pretty big deal around here.
Gods be praised. As a servant of Tyr, you and I are in the same boat. My name is Seraphos, an archangel, previously in the service of the god Tyr. 3 years ago, when Asmodeus and his demon hordes assaulted the heavens, Tyr was in the front, the vanguard, the primary defense. He, along with Pelor and a number of others, were quick to fall. So many of us were lost in that first foray. Pelor, Tyr, Ilmater, god of endurance, Ogma, god of knowledge, and Malar, god of the hunt. They all fell to tooth, claw, fang, and venom. And as the gods die, their realms of influence are left to chaos. I, Seraphos, am but an angel, a lowly angel, but I have taken it upon myself in the absence of the god of justice to hold together some semblance of what is right in the world. I do my best, but it is at great strain to myself. So, all that is just now flows through me. I cannot maintain this forever. I beseech you, mortal, please, save the gods.
I tell him, well, that's honestly my main plan. But I'm gonna need some help. Unfortunately, I'm just a little mortal. I'm not even anywhere near where I used to be.
He says, ally yourself with one of the good gods remaining. They will give you strength. There are several. There are many. Some have fled, some have hidden. But if you keep searching these realms, you will find them. Now, I must depart. Please.
Before he goes,
Yes.
I want to ask him. I was just like, I know you're not a god, but you're pretty much a god to, I guess you say, a lower life form than a mortal. Would you take it upon yourself to be the designated guardian of Captain Fluffy Paws and bestow your powers upon him?
Alright, you're gonna have to roll religion. Let's see if how this works out.
And I'm on my knees beseeching him.
You can
holding
guidance
up
yourself, yeah.
This delicious, just amazing cat.
Roll guidance. Roll a religion check with guidance.
That one didn't count. Damn it. Better luck next time.
He looks at you and smiles and says, I am strained beyond what I can handle. I'm afraid I have nothing left over. I can lend you no support, for I am weak. But the gods are strong, still, for a time. Search them out. And he fades away. Deep into the night, you continue to to pray and to search the heavens. And after another couple hours, you feel an imposing presence. It's as if the color in the room shifted, and a shadow was cast upon the shadows. And you hear a voice echo through your mind. It says, "Well now, a mortal here. Amazing. Amazing that you could pierce the veil of chaos, separating us from the material plane. Tell me, mortal, what do you seek?"
Seek to kick your fat ass.
And as you raise your head up, you see an image of a powerful, dark, foreboding god standing before you. "Do you know who I am?"
I say no. Do you know who I am?
"You are shit to me
Oh my
unless
gosh, you look
you
like
come
that
to
to me
my
too."
side. Mortal. I am Bane, greater god of tyranny, hatred, and fear."
Wait a second. So, is he a god or is he a demon?
He's a god.
So a good guy.
No, not necessarily. Not all gods are good.
Eh.
Isn't Bane the one that died and like split into like 50?
It depends on the timeline. It depends on which story you're reading. In this world, he's the god of tyranny, hatred, and fear. He's a greater god. So there's different levels of god. There's a few greater gods. Among them were Pelor and this guy Bane. And let me pull up my notes.
Yeah, there are like 6 of them or something like that.
Yeah, there's only a handful. Pelor, Eldath, Bane, Mystra, the goddess of magic, Corlin Larethian, the creator of the elves, and a couple others. Helm, the god of protection. Those are the greater gods, and maybe a couple others. Then there's the normal level gods. So Tyr and Torm were both gods proper, and then there's the minor gods, which are the ones that are associated with individual races. So Elistre is a goddess of the Drow. She's a minor goddess, along with different ones for different various races.
All right.
Okay.
Well, knowing this, I'll say well, are there any other gods like you around? Or are you the only one?
Like me, none. For I am power. I am strength and vengeance.
I mean, I can agree with you, but I didn't really see you there on a day when everybody came down to fight.
I was slaying demons and devils. Those weakling elder gods, others fell, but I fought, and I crushed. Many a demon fell beneath my hammer. You, I offer you vengeance. I offer you strength. Serve me, and we will crush the demon hordes, and I will claim my throne as greatest of gods.
Ah, but what about my best bro Tyr? I don't even know if you guys were buddies.
Tyr? That filth? That weakling? He died a coward's death.
I'm gonna politely tell this guy to suck a dick. I know that he is a greater god, but and all this type of stuff. But I'm pretty sure if I dedicated my life to a single type of god, that I'm pretty sure when I'm brought back, no matter how tempting it is to get all this sweet power, I'll be like, screw you, dude.
He turns
I
to you
don't
one more
wanna
time.
die.
He turns to you one more time. He says, "I will give you the ability to consume souls
God damn it.
for strength. Serve me." And with that, there's a flash, and his essence kind of dissipates.
No, son of a bitch.
Okay.
Can Elistray's, light shine and push that god away?
She's like a little baby god compared to this guy.
He left on his own.
but
He's got
still.
a lot going on. He kind of left of his own will.
That's some bullshit. See, he's like, you want all this sweet stuff that you want, but I'm a douchebag.
He basically, as he's fading away, he says, "I will contact you. I will reach out to you. You will know. You will make the right choice."
Now, would I know if I keep consuming all these souls, could I get the power of a god to eventually take Tyr's place?
Right now, he's offering you a power to be able to regenerate magical energy through consuming souls of fallen foes. You'll be able to regenerate spell slots right now. But if you continue to serve him, something else might happen.
Ah, damn it, I'm gonna have to think about this one.
Okay. You're sitting down. You're quiet in your room. Your soul is a little bit was in shock at feeling such a powerful force, such a powerful energy. But as some time goes by, you hear a whisper. A melodic, not melodic, but like a soft, gentle whisper. Deimos. Deimos, powerful mortal. Warrior for justice and good. You have found me. And you see another vision. As the room brightens a little bit, it fills with a warm glow. And before you, you see an image, a visage of a beautiful, fiery red-haired woman. Standing before you, looking into your eyes. She's absolutely gorgeous. There's light radiating off of her. Her gown is gossamer-like, and then there's flashes of light as it reflects, reflecting odd combinations of colors. That are. It's not just red. It's almost as if every color is contained within her gown at the same time. Her eyes are green and shining like emeralds. Her lips are ruby red and plump. She looks at you, and she says, "I am Sune, goddess of love and beauty. I have grown tired under this warfare. I long for a mortal. There is no more contact with the material plane. The demons have cut it off. I long for a touch. I long for an embrace. Would you
I'm just
give
like,
it to
man,
me?"
You sound exactly like one of my really good friends, Euphemia.
She reaches out and she touches your cheek. She says, "Serve me. Worship me. And you will have my touch. You will have my warmth."
Honestly, lady, I respect what you're doing, but I'm not about that life. I'm here pretty much to not really seek vengeance, but kind of overthrow the demon hordes, and I don't know it from there, but don't really want to sit around and keep you warm. It's not how I roll. But I do have someone who is very very, very nice, lovable, warm creature that could use your powers.
She looks
Oh
at
my god.
she looked at the cat, and there's a disappointment in her eyes, but she looks at the cat and she smiles. She is beautiful,
Damn straight.
and I am the goddess of all that is lovely and beautiful.
Well, yeah, it's like a match made in heaven, right?
Roll religion with guidance. Okay. She reaches out and she touches the cat. And her smile, it grows cold for a second. And she looks up at you again and she says, "You have much to learn, Sir Deimos. And these things are not mine to tell. But this creature is something special. She has a purpose. She is more than she appears. I sorrow that I will not know you better. But reach out to me should you be in need. Fare thee well."
Bye.
A different kind of emotion over what floods through your soul as you've just experienced a god of a completely different nature. But the night is old now, and you can hear maybe the beginnings of dawn starting to crack through your window. Not much light yet, but just the telltale signs of a new day rounding the corner. And your consciousness, whereas there once was peace, there's a shaking and a confidence and a fury that begins to fill the room as a powerful presence makes its way into the room before you. He stands in front of you and looks at you in the eye, man to man almost, standing in front of you, regarding you. He says, "Mortal, you servant of my brother, Tyr, I know you. You were one of his greatest servants, were you not?"
Well, I hope so.
"Much has changed in time recent. Many have fallen. My brothers, gods of justice and courage, Tyr and Torm. They fell at my side in battle, glorious battle. And yet here I am, I remain. I will have my vengeance. Would you fight at my side?"
Okay, so I do know this god, right?
This is Tempest, god of war. The three gods were the three brothers. They were called the Triad, the Holy Triad: Tyr, Torm, and Tempest. Justice, courage, and war. Yeah, he teaches honor in battle. He forbids cowardice. He encourages the use of arms and strength to settle conflicts, but in an honorable way.
All right. Well, I
He's
mean,
a-
this is
He's
the
definitely a
brother.
good god. Yeah, he.
Yeah. I'm gonna sign up.
Okay.
Yep. I say I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna follow you. All that type of stuff. Pretty much like my top of the list game right now. Everyone else is dead. More than happy to serve you. I just ask for one thing in return.
Speak.
My cat right here. Loyal servant of Tyr. But doesn't really have the power to fight back against those demon hordes. Just need just a little bit to get us going.
He turns to you and he looks at the cat. He says, This cat is a warrior greater than you know. She will serve well. Keep her close. There will be a day when you are grateful that you did.
Could you by any chance give this cat greater intelligence?
My child, there is no need.
But if you did, it would be even greater than what it would be right now.
Beating a dead horse.
It is like I'm kicking a horse that's on the ground right now, crying.
Roll your religion check with your guidance on it. He looks at the cat, and the cat is making eye contact back with him. He turns, he says, Small one, I know who you are. I know what you are. Stay true to my acolyte. He will protect you, and I believe in the future come, you may protect him as well. Do not betray or face my wrath. Come now, Deimos. I place upon you my blessing. And with that, he reaches his hands out. He puts one hand on each of your shoulders. And you feel his divine, wrath-filled, holy wrath flow through you. And the emblem of Tempest, which is a flaming sword, blazes out and burns itself onto the front of your garment. This is your holy symbol. You feel flowing through you. Let me see here. Your body hardens, your mind quickens, and you regain your strength, your constitution, and your wisdom. All the things that bound you to your cleric path. He looks into your eyes and he says, Fight for good, fight for honor. Destroy evil, injustice. Crush the demons. Make war upon the darkness. Fight with honor, and be brave, my son.
Can do.
Okay. And with that, there's a flash of light again, and he fades away. Okay, you've been reconnected with your god, or with a god who's your new god. You have full access to all of your priest abilities, and now with your holy symbol, you can cast your full range of spells. You guys, as you have been resting and training over these past few days, fought.
Just give us level 3.
I was gonna give you a lot more than that. Okay, you fought the rats, you fought the sewer. You guys actually, you actually went into the sewer in a roundabout way. I wasn't expecting you to go down through that hole in the ground. It was pretty funny. But you've done good training to further your growth process. So, and you've regained some of your individual statistics. So there you go. You are all level 3 and a half.
Sweet.
Okay. Anything else that you want to do before we shut it down for the night?
Don't think so.
Good job, guys. Good job.
It show experience on our character sheet.
Underneath your main tab, click the magnifying glass that's to the right of your class and level, which is like, for you it says Ranger 2. You click on that and it shows you have 1806 XP total.
So I click that total level number 2 and bring it to 3.
To level up you need to go to the player's handbook. Player's handbook, grab class, and drag Ranger onto your main tab. There you go.
I get...
Good night, Chef. Thanks for playing, man.
Oh no, thank you guys. It was fun.
Good times.
Yeah, it was a good session.
Yeah.
It was good for 3 people.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So I'll catch
See
you
you
guys
guys,
next week, normal time.
Sounds good to me.
Cool, cool.
User disconnected from your channel.